stream. #44 of Collecting Justified. I'm here with all my wonderful co-hosts. We might be a little late, but 9 o'clock is, to me, guys, 9 o'clock's early at this point. I don't know about you, but if we can get on the stream at 9 o'clock, I'm feeling pretty good. But this is episode 44. We are creeping up to 50, which is crazy. So I did the math, looking forward. Episode 50, I think, is going to be August 2nd. So we've got something planned, something fun planned. And then that means just 2 weeks after that will be the year anniversary of the show. So that's mind blown. So, we're going to do something fun for episode 50. And then like 1 year anniversary, who gives a crap, right? Who cares? It's more about the episode numbers, those milestones versus the years, right? I don't know. We're going to throw 2 parties in the same month, right, David?
Hell yeah.
Right, celebrate every milestone because it's hard as hell to hit it. So, how hard it is. You know how much I have to pay these guys to show up every week? It's crazy.
Not that hard for me to hit it.
Oh.
You guys are getting paid?
Shut up, Kenny. But, guys, thank you for being here. If you're here live, hello, say something in the chat. We're going to get to you. If you're a Justified channel member, make sure you're dropping those channel member emojis. And we're going to run through the housekeeping. We're going to come say hi to everybody. And we have a fun stream plan tonight. If you are watching on the replay, I appreciate you being here. Gotta say, I'm a little bummed you weren't here live. Right now, while you're watching this replay, I'm probably crying in my car that, you didn't show up for me. And sorry, guys, I'm trying not to get emotional.
Statistically, you're always crying in your car, though, really. So, like, that timeline is going to work out or what.
Crying in the car, crying in the back of an ambulance after having a heart attack after a stream when David stressed me out so bad. It's tough, guys. It's tough. I'm telling you, episode 44, it's taking a toll. My hairline is not, what did Walton Goggins say? My hairline is not receding. It's holding its ground. Okay. Got 2 kids. All right. So, anyway, let's get into this housekeeping. Welcome to Collecting Justified, your favorite Saturday night live stream where we just get together, we have fun, we try to justify our collecting, this plastic crack, this hobby of buying new stuff, buying old stuff, selling stuff, buying new stuff, going back and buying the old stuff that we sold at some point, except for David. He never sells anything. So he just never. One of my two pickups is something I've rebought that I sold within the last year. So go ahead and judge me now. But we're here 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time ish. You know, it's everyone else's fault, not my own. Just making sure I throw that out there. Okay. Make sure you're here live if you're watching the replay. Okay. Just try to be here live. It's a lot of fun. You can heckle me in the chat. Speaking of the chat, guys, I hope Cardback shows up today. Cardback, tell me you're here. Is Cardback on Instagram? Right? Because I need him in the chat.
If I didn't lure you back in with my sweet song last weekend,
come on,
I don't know what else to do.
And the only platform I've seen Cardback on, aside from YouTube, was America's Most Wanted.
I thought you were going to say your OnlyFans, Alexi. I know he'd be in that chat.
That is my OnlyFans.
Oh God. And also Stussy. Stussy's been missing for like 20 weeks at this point, probably longer. Yeah. Stussy, we miss you. We miss you. Okay. And let us know how it went with that cashier. I need the update. Okay. All right. So you can see he's here with us today. All 5 of us are here. Andrew, say hi, Andrew.
Hi.
Hi. The free Andrew from the Basement Fund is open. And Andrew, we sprung you out, bud. I mean,
yep.
The fund overfloweth here lately, but it doesn't trickle over. So, guys, we need to keep this man out of the basement. We appreciate everything. It all goes back into the stream, and I might throw Andrew like a half-eaten chicken leg at some point. Okay. So,
which half?
Which half?
That's an important question.
Depends
left, right,
on which,
top, bottom.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It might just be the bone at this point. And my dog might have chewed on it a little bit already, but you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You can also become a Justified channel member. So if you don't want to donate to the free Andrew from the Basement Fund, just become a Justified channel member instead. Okay. We have a couple tiers. I appreciate both tiers equally. Okay. Someone else on this stream may not. He may have referred to you once as the lesser, but just know you're appreciated equally in my book. Okay, so I'm not going to say who said that, but it might be the person directly under me. I don't know. Yeah. You can also become a Justified channel member, a Justified MVP, and get your name read out. Usually once more than you would like on the slide. At the beginning, which is quick and easy and painless, and at the end, which, depending on you guys, could be the most painful part of your night. Well, I don't know. Depends on how the rest of your night goes after you stop watching the stream. So you can become a Justified channel member. We're going to thank you right now. And I start, of course, with the MVPs. So starting out with Z-Man12Bat, a.k.a. Agent Z-Man, the original OG channel member. Legion X, Rick, who all the different cuppy illustrations you see are thanks to Rick. Thank you, Rick. Compulsive Collector, John, who never has anything but nice things to say about me. Kenny, I always catch your Friars Day streams, whether they happen on Thursdays or Fridays. John was on there, and I've got to tell you, my heart was melting with how many sweet things he had to say about me. I just loved it. I loved it. Also, John Morrissey, who don't scroll up in the chat, okay? Spoilers, John Morrissey may have gotten the leak list of our top 3s. Okay, so don't scroll up and read all of John Morrissey's comments. Okay, still love you, John. Still love you. David, Evan, and Smith, who has alerted me in the green room before we went live today. That's why it took us so long. We were arguing back and forth. He's claiming he gets 3 picks for David, Evan, and Smith. So I was thinking this was only going to be a 2-hour live stream, but it might go to 3. Who are we kidding? Also, Michael Davis, the ever consistent supporter. Thank you, Michael Davis. St. James, the patron saint of collecting, who was also on Kenny's channel. Yeah, right there. And speaking of Kenny and counterculture himself, and bring toys to work, Michael. And then we go over to the, what would you call them again, Kenny?
The better thans.
That's not what I heard.
Rebranding.
Rebranding. It does work. It's worked for this channel. So we have Dan Who Reviews, Christopher Allen, Displayed Once, Kurt K, Cole's Cave, Ya Boys Got Toys, Super Turk 5000, Mikey Moon Boots, not Miley Moon Boots, get it straight. Jay's Toy Collection UK. If you ever need a ceiling knocked out, an attic renovated, or a window covered up, call Jay's Toy Collection UK Renovations right there. I'll get you the number. Don't worry.
He'll come in like a wrecking ball.
Oh, exactly. And he'll be blaring one of Kenny's videos in the background. Also, Jared Byrne, get it right. Just like he gets those G.I. Joe displays right. Jesse Hubbard, Stoned Capybara, Gabriel, Lone Dragon, It Started With a Click, Shelly, Phil Jones, AJ Marine, Cardback. Anybody seen Cardback yet? Cardback, hurry up. It's Saturday, and we're always late. You have no excuse. Get in the chat, okay? Or you're fired. Darth Primus, The Wolf Pack, John Busink Jr., Codeman 617, B. Wong, Brathian. Brathian's back. Cyber, Robert Falcone, and K-Mac. And those last 5 members, I forgot to read them out last week because Kenny gifted the 5 memberships. And my bad. That's on me. I forgot to read them out. I said that they were gifted, but I forgot to go back and scroll up the chat because StreamYard's stupid and doesn't let me know who got the memberships. And then, of course, at the end, I put the thumbnail for, the main topic we're going to get to when we finally get to it. So today, it's right about the halfway point of the year. And also by doing this week, we get a whole week ahead of Dan Who doing it on his channel for Legends and Liquor. So top 3 figures of the year so far. And David, back me up. I said we were doing this before I even went back and watched Legends and Liquor and heard that he was doing it. So Dan, just, it's just saying, in that UK time, you're a little behind. Okay. So we're going to go over our top 3. I'm looking at David, top 3. David, top 3.
David's top 3 and Evan's top 3 and Smith's top 3.
Okay, top 3. Okay, but yeah, there's Rich M. If you ever watch this, I'm so sorry. So guys, let's go to the chat first, and I'm just gonna say a quick hello to everybody. JBTM was here bright and early, saying he's super excited for the stream, and this would have been a great one to be a part of. Well, JBTM, I am trying to have more and more guests on, so I'm gonna try to message me on Instagram. I'm gonna try to work in somewhere. We've got a lot with STCC coming up. I've got some other people lined up, but sure, we'll try to get you on at some point, my friend. John Morrissey was here. We're not going to read any of those right there. Some guy named Your Boys Got Toys. Encountered Culture, never heard of it. David Evans Smith, sounds like 3 guys just looking for attention. We got Mick Delta Sierra as well. I forgot I wasn't bringing these up right there. And St. James is here. Hey, fellas. All right. So, guys, before we get into pickups or anything, let's just go around. How are you guys doing today? How are we doing this week? Pulse check.
Doing good. It's a little hot outside.
A little. Okay. I almost melted, Andrew. Almost melted today.
Like
I was
90-something degrees?
Yeah. Guess where I spent the last 3 hours of the day, of the hottest part of the daytime? Out by the pool. Let's take the kids to the pool. Oh, gosh. It was terrible. It was terrible. David, is it hot up in New York at your exact address where I'm going to dox you right now?
I wouldn't know because I've been avoiding the outside and just sitting in my air-conditioned apartments for the entire day. I went out yesterday on a toy hunt, but today stayed completely home. I'm not trying to see the outside world. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Who needs them? Who needs them, right? Fuck them.
Yeah.
We're a few minutes in the we're almost 50 minutes in the stream. I can say that.
You're good.
Alexi, how's things going out in sunny Cali?
Go, Sunny. Well, if you tuned into Kenny's stream, the T stream on Thursday, I talked about the 3 things that you need to know for getting a really good watermelon. So I got that watermelon, and today I made a watermelon salad out of it, and it was delicious. So the evening's going pretty good.
Nice. You got to add a bunch to it. You don't just raw dog the watermelon.
Sometimes, you got to get a little preview of what you're tasting. So a little raw dog before, and then you add other stuff to it. So in this case, it was like watermelon, red onion, feta cheese, cucumber, basil, and avocado, I think, and a little bit of olive oil.
That sounds like something you would eat in California.
Yeah, it was super good. Yeah, I think I added a nectarine to that too.
Oh man, we're just reinforcing stereotypes today.
Yeah. I actually have a hamster running just behind the screen, powering my computer because we're off the grid.
Nice.
Yeah. We're not actually using any of that electricity.
Dude, just get the missus to do it. Just get a bigger treadmill, right? Just get the missus to do it. That's what I have to do sometimes.
I'm working on it.
Crack that whip, man. Crack that whip.
Yeah, I know.
Kenny, speaking of cracking that whip, how are things going in the factory to get all these figures out?
Normally, people probably would have shut down in these conditions, but the work must go on. So it's going fine. However, I did make my way out today. Still no red cyborg Supermans out there in the world. Somebody bought the stock out at my Target, so whoever you are out there, watch out, man.
Son of a bitch.
Man,
just want that Superman.
I'll keep an eye out for you, Kenny. It's a Target exclusive.
It is, yeah.
Gosh.
I still need the regular cyborg Superman. Is that exclusive to anything?
It's not. I mean, it was sold in multiple places, but it's sold out everywhere. But David, I bought an extra. If you want it, it's yours.
Kenny, you're doing it. You're doing it for me, Kenny.
Well, you have to come out to California to get it.
Right.
Even though Kenny's in Virginia?
Yeah.
Well, for San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, David, he's going to ship it to you, but you've got to paint it red and ship it back to him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's see. A couple more people dropped into the chat. We've got Home Dude here. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. Really enjoying the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. I've been seeing. Is that Home Dude? Is that the one with the button on the back and like the tail wags? And my son was playing with that in Walmart today. That was a really fun toy. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll get it for. And then I looked down, it was $40. I was like, maybe let's go look at these $10 dinosaurs, buddy. Let's go look at these. These are just as cool, right? Let's go down to Five Below. I bet they have some awesome dinosaurs. Their eyes might be painted a little weird. They might look like some Jack specific, like Simpsons figures. But let's see. Also, Chi Collects is here as well. Hope everyone's having an awesome weekend so far. Just came home from fishing and ready for a fun stream. Chi, I always forget. Like our days are winding down, except Alexi. He's still got some daylight left. Except by the time we're done with this, then it's But Chi-Chi's always just starting their day. And let's see here. Brian Merchant, U.S. Mom. Oh,
that's right, brother.
Oof. Well, let's try to decompress and not worry about any of.
Thanks for bringing the mood down, Brian Merchant.
It's Justin Hasbro raising prices.
Okay, guys. Topic's gone. Topic's gone. We're gonna go back to worrying about prices now. Okay. Well, that's why we're here, Brian. We're going to just block all that out. Okay, and we're gonna worry about toys right now for the next 3 hours. Everything's at peace. Okay. Everything's at peace. All right. As long as ice doesn't beat down somebody's door live on stream, hopefully. I don't know. David. Oh, and we have a $6.16 super chat from John Morrissey. Please use this down payment to hire a plumber who can help you fix the leaks in your channel. I will, John. I will. And let's see. What do I have for you, John? What do I have for you? Here we go. This is what the plumber told me, though.
I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8-ball and $2 million.
Yes, I don't think those leaks are getting fixed anytime soon, John Morris.
It's not far off. South Park did an episode on like plumbers and electricians and stuff, and that's about what they're making.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes
That,
sense.
that was a good episode.
Home Dude said no buttons. The Hammond is more premium. Okay, gotcha. Those are like more like solid boxes. The one I was looking at was like more of like open air boxes. That's fair. That's fair, Home Dude. Okay, guys. So let's get into pickups. Who doesn't have anything to show off today? Oh, we've all got something. Okay. Well, Andrew, you are up first, my friend. You always try to sneak by and say and not say too much. So I'm just gonna throw you up here like bright and early.
I appreciate that. So surprise, the first one, Star Wars.
Nice.
Yeah, the Imperial Armored Commando. It's pretty awesome.
Don't mind me just scrolling.
Found it at Walgreens.
John
Guess what,
Morris.
Justin? You're gonna like this. See. But hey, top 3, none of them are stormtroopers. Let that be known.
Clone troopers, then.
Anyway, so Justin, you're gonna like this.
Okay.
Some weeb stuff. Here we go.
Okay. Let me see.
Nice.
The Bandai model kit Bulbasaur.
Oh man.
Model kit. How
Yeah.
many pieces was that?
I don't know. A few.
3.
It's kind of
Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's get a live
And some stickers.
Let's get a live
Nice.
review, Andrew. Let me see how it moves. And
This is it. There's
It
no
does not.
movement. Yeah.
okay.
I had to put the stickers on, so like his eyes and his feet.
Oh.
But I like it. It's cool.
$10.
$10.
What's the sticker on the feet? Is it the fingernails or the bottoms?
I like the whole bottom. It's like a teal,
Oh,
like the Bulbasaur's color.
that's
And then,
an
of
odd
course, like
choice.
little nails.
Okay.
Yeah. For $10, I thought that was pretty cool. So I was like, I'm going to pick that up. I had
Was Bulbasaur your starter, Andrew?
Actually, I don't have a preferred starter, but I do like Bulbasaur.
Oh, okay.
Bulbasaur is my preferred starter.
Nah. So
Love
I
Bulbasaur.
picked the right one then.
Yes, exactly. You can stay. You can
Squirt.
stay.
I think there
Squirtle.
was a Squirtle there at that Target, but I only just picked up Bulbasaur.
Gotcha. Do you think you might just go with that and keep doing those model kits? And that'll be like some Pokemon representation, like a slow building shelf?
Maybe
That's a good
start
way.
off with the starters and see where it goes.
Yeah. Doing the model kits instead is a good way to limit yourself because you're not like keeping up with the different lines of actual figures coming out. You're like, oh, I'm only doing the model kits. Dude, do the blockies. The blockies are fun. The blockies are really good. But
Yeah,
they're gonna. Right now you can only get them on AliExpress and a website called Gundamit, but I think on Gundamit you have to buy them all in bulk. AliExpress you can buy them individually, but they got approved to bring them over to the US, so they're going to be stocked in US stores eventually and everything. They finally got that license figured out. So
with probably some markup, I imagine.
yeah, I ordered the case of the wave 2 of the little guys. So they've done wave 1, the 4 big guys like the Charizard and Ceruledge, and it was 6 of the little guys, and they're doing a second wave is out of little guys. It's like Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and a couple other ones. So it wasn't bad on AliExpress. It was pretty cheap for the full set of 6. So I think like $40. Like
if you
$40
buy in bulk,
for
though, does that guarantee you get the whole set, or is it a blind bag?
no, they're not blind boxes. They're
okay.
like individually marked. Yeah.
Oh, so if you buy in bulk, then you're basically just buying the whole wave?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So it was like 6 for like $40, free shipping. So that was pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, Andrew. Anything else?
That's all I've got.
Okay. We'll see some more clone troopers here in a minute, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, let's see who's up next. Kenny, what amazing Superman figure or Todd's mods did you pick up this week?
I did not extend my Todd's Mods collection this week. I will tell
This
you
week.
It's on the way, though, right?
Todd's Mods.
Every time he gets a new one, you see the life drain from his eyes a little more.
Just they make me want to give up collecting altogether. You know,
Believe me. They're really. I sent you the picture of that one I saw in GameStop. They're a lot smaller than I thought.
yeah, no, for real. Because like when the King Shark was announced, I was like, oh, that that could work. I was assuming they were like at least in scale with DC Multiverse, and then you see that they're 4 inches, 5 inches, whatever.
Yeah, smaller than a Funko Pop.
Weird little heads. Slow week this week. Only 2 pickups. So, Jean Grey did come in.
Oh,
Where's her fucking boots?
just left him at the door. No shoes in the house, David.
Yeah, no shoes in the house.
What are you gonna do, Kenny? What are you gonna do with her?
What am I gonna? I'm gonna just suffer in silence.
Wow.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I mean it's wild, right? And in 3 years from now, we'll get like a X Factor 3-pack to finish off like the team, and they'll include a boot version.
Yeah. What
Jean
would
Grey
be in
in
that
there.
3-pack, Kenny? A re-release of the Cyclops with
It's
like a
gonna be-
different head.
No, that's when we get Beast and Angel, right? So basically, Beast is locked in there because the other 2 are the repaints, right? So
Yep. That makes
what's
sense.
happening.
Makes sense.
And then the Superman pickup this week, because obligatory, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Find the Strange Lives chase. So
Ooh,
Where did you
What
find
is
that looks odd, man.
what is this Strange Labs? I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, go ahead. I think I know. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
so the other one comes with like the lion head in the blue and red suit. Yeah. So I found this on cmdstore.com. That's cmdstore.com. Still not sponsoring us. And they also don't have the red cyborg Superman yet. So this randomly popped up, and it must have been the only one because after I bought it, it was sold out again. So
Nice.
Does that one not come with the lion head?
it does not. This one comes with the mummy head and like what looks like the Mad
magazine?
Edward P. Newman or whatever.
Are you opening him? And if you
Yeah.
do, what head are you putting on him?
Yeah, so I will. I was intending on filming a comparison review with both figures. For the regular suit, I'm gonna go with the lion because that's just awesome, right? And then for this one, I think I'll go mummy head because the regular head, that's fine, whatever. And then the other head is a little too goofy looking, so I think the mummy head and the lion head will be the 2 choices.
Right. And I think you've got enough other Superman figures. You can possibly put those other heads on just any
I
Superman,
can do
right?
so many things. That's right.
Yeah, maybe make that Hush Superman look like slightly presentable.
Yeah, I can put the weird ball head on that, right?
Yeah, there we go. That's almost as big as the hands.
They match. Now it all comes together.
All right. What else we got, Kenny?
That's it. That's my pickups for the week.
All right. So pivoting over to Alexi. Alexi, let's keep the McFarlane pickups flowing. What McFarlane toys did you pick up today?
Yes, McFarlane. I can't reach my bin over here, so I can't really show you any of the McFarlane that I had in my collection. What I can show you, let me see. I'm trying to divide my pickups versus my top 3. Pickup, definitely not in my top 3, but a fun figure nonetheless would be the Marvel Legends Crosshair. This was $15 on
Crossfire?
Crossfire. I threw the box away immediately. So thank you. Crossfire, not Deadshot, not Crosshair, Crossfire. And I got him because he's a fun looking figure, and I love having these like low level villains for any of the heroes to fight. This guy could fill in for any display that needs a bad guy getting beat up. So he came. Thank you, Rick. He was actually on my fire escape pose, which is why he's like this. So I just pulled him right off because I knew exactly what I wanted to do with him once I got him out of the box. You know, sometimes you see a guy and you know exactly what you want to do to him. So I got him out of the box, and here comes my cat to put his input in. And excuse me. Excuse me. And so that's my first pickup. Love it. I'm gonna move to something that's the complete opposite, and not because that's Marvel Legend, but because it's also out of its box. I have the Mafex John Wick Chapter 4 character Kane, and this is basically, without spoiling the movie, Kane and John Wick have a past, and in Chapter 4 they reunite, but not on so easy terms. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Great movie. It's played by Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen was also the not exactly Jedi, but the blind Force monk from Star Wars Rogue One, if you recall.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, that character was blind, and so is this character Kane.
Oh.
So yeah, but outside of
cast.
those films, Donnie Yen is a legendary stunt coordinator. He's been in Hollywood, like doing martial arts and stuff for decades. So really happy to get him.
That's a crazy profession for a blind guy.
No, right? Yeah, I know. He can feel how bad you're doing.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then we're gonna stick with Mafex, but we're gonna go into the Star Wars universe. And Star Wars Celebration was in Japan this year, and of course, we saw the Black Series exclusive for Star Wars Celebration, which was the black and white Ronin figure from Star Wars Visions. I don't know, did any of you guys pick it up? That's a trick question. Andrew, though, you could have actually picked it up.
Yep.
He was
Been
trapped
on
in-
Amazon.
Yeah, it's still on Amazon. And I think you can still get it off Pulse. That's not what I'm about to show off. I'm about to show off the Star Wars Celebration exclusive for Mafex. Well, one of them at least. And that is Han Solo disguised as a stormtrooper from Star Wars A New Hope, or just A New Hope. And like I said, it's an exclusive. It's a pretty basic stormtrooper fit. The body, I think they've done before, and then of course the Han Solo head they haven't done before. You guys are Mafex collectors, you know all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So exclusive Han Solo, and then also with Han Solo, if you've seen the movie, I know you guys have because you're huge Star Wars fans. So you also know that in the stormtrooper disguise was none other than Luke Skywalker. So yeah, I know.
It was him
I
all
know.
along.
It was him in the stormtrooper fit all along. He's a little short to be a stormtrooper.
Actually, Alexi, he never used the lightsaber while he was in the stormtrooper disguise, right?
That's right. That's right. That was the test. You passed. This isn't the lightsaber. Doesn't even come with him. He comes with, I think, the Anakin Skywalker from SH Figure Arts. But really fun figures. Star Wars Celebration was the way to get them, and I ordered them off like my import site afterwards, which is pretty much what's going to happen with the SDCC exclusives this year. So happy to get them. I love Mafex, and I really love Star Wars, and I guess I'm collecting a bunch of Luke Skywalker shit now. So here's another one. And then my other pickup, I won't be showing off because it's part of my top 3. But if you were in the T stream, then you've already seen it. But don't spoil it, okay?
Spoilers. All right. Before we go to David, let me see here. Catch up in the chat. Chi Collects said Squirtle all day, baby. Come on, Chi. You know Bulbasaur's where it's at, okay? Look, it goes Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, okay? That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. But they're all great. They're all great. And John Morrissey said Alfred E. Newman.
Oh, it's Alfred E. Newman. I gave him a new name, Alfred P. Newman. It's his brother. It's fine.
And Alexi Brian Merchant said, if you heat up the strap, you can get it over the sight in front of the barrel.
Oh.
I hope that's the figure he's talking about. He doesn't know anything about your other pickups.
No.
Nah. There we go. And John Morrissey's saying something about your cat possibly replacing me on the show. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Hurts my feeling, John John Morrissey. First you say Rich M's your favorite, and now that. David, make me feel better. Show me some great pickups here. My heart's broken.
Well, I mean, I also picked up another jean.
Jesus.
Wow.
Is anybody else getting a sense of deja vu? I
See how good she looks though with boots.
Just saying. I needed the open hair head on a body with boots. So 2 converted jeans now.
How hard is it to move the lower knee joint after the surgery?
Not hard, because there's a good amount of space like between the knee and the boot, you know? So I just move it from there. Like
Okay.
I don't put too much pressure on that. But it's super fluid. Like, it's not that bad. And I'm not doing acrobatics with Gene, you know? So
David, while you're hacking it up, you might as well hack up the foot and like do that custom toe joint that some guys do.
Relax.
Come on. Put some light effects in her head too, like make her eyes light up. Yeah.
Justin, you don't even have a working ring light. Like, what are you talking about?
It works partly.
Oh no.
God, no.
You got it.
That came with our theatrical release.
Oh, okay.
Lex. So I saw this in a Best Buy. So, and it was the first I'd seen it in person, and I'm like, you know what? I got the Superman with the crypto, gotta have Lex, and then I'm good until I see the movie, and it makes me want any other character.
Bonjoy.
For now,
get you.
For now,
Bonjoy.
Superman and Lex. Another thing that I found that I didn't expect to buy, I bought a new 52 Superman. So, you know, the wireless.
After Kenny's stellar review of that.
Yeah. Can't resist it. But also,
had the opposite effect.
Oh,
Kenny.
Oh, where'd you find? What store did you find that at?
I got that with my bronze Batman.
Oh, it was a pack-in. It was a pack-in with that.
He looks like a chocolate Easter Batman.
Right?
Okay, let's get a live bite. Live bite.
Live bite. I didn't do it.
No, but I mean, come on. It's bronze Batman. How cool. How cool.
If there's anything he could have cheaped out on, he could have done a plastic cape on that one.
I lost my Batman in an unfortunate schmelting accident.
How are you displaying that one, David? Is it going to kind of be like a statue?
It's got to be
like
a statue, right?
Yeah, probably I have the Burton-verse, Schumacher-verse figures all in a shelf. So it's probably going to be like center to that.
Yeah.
Just to,
Didn't he do like a Superman like statue figure too?
Well, the full Scott statue from the
Snyderverse, right?
Yeah. Which I have that. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You have a statue shelf.
Figure.
A McFarlane statue figure that's actually articulated right there. Yeah. But he actually also makes posed figures. I don't know if you know, David, that don't move.
It's a wild
he
world.
Just doesn't know what he's doing.
I've heard. Yeah.
I don't know. He also does Todd's mods.
Todd's mods, yeah.
Yeah.
No. But Kenny, I don't want to like take anything away from Kenny with those. Like, he can be the sole collector.
I'm solely owning that corner of the collecting market.
He's the only one that actually has one.
That's true.
That short you did, Kenny, it's gonna blow up.
Over 1,000 people have watched that for some reason. I don't
because nobody intends to buy it, so they're well,
okay, yeah.
Let's find out.
Rick is asking how you get a right angle to cut with such dense plastic on a jean.
For a jean?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, like I take an X-Acto to it. I just lay the leg flat and cut where I think the boot cut should be off of jean, and then I line up the boot that I cut off with the Phoenix, and I use the X-Acto to just like go level with it, and then chop the Phoenix at the same spot.
Oh, you use it as a guide, the one that comes first. Got it.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not perfect. It's definitely not exactly like flush and perfect, but
would you say it's an X-Acto science?
No, I wouldn't say that, but I know that you would, and you can.
And here we are.
John Morrissey picked up 2 jean figs this week, then cried for the rest of the week because he was certain David Evan Smith would show up at his house to glue boots onto his Gene figures, but no. True. I will not. I'm not providing the service to every person in America that wants the boots, but I will talk you through it. You know, people are asking me, like, are you heating it up before you cut it? I'm like, you probably should. It would probably help make the plastic a little softer, but I haven't done that, so I don't know. But
David was like, that's a great
Phoenix,
idea.
the Phoenix figure's a little softer plastic at the yellow leg, so it's easier to cut the Dark Phoenix figure than it is to cut this Gene. But it was really not hard. It takes like 10 minutes. Like,
And what are you doing with the Phoenix figures after you've used the yellow? Are you reattaching
Just got
green
a
to
pile
them?
of
Or
a
they're
pile
just
of
going
Phoenix.
into
You
nope,
put the
throwing
Is this
green
like
body
a
on.
this is like a prestige situation where you just have bodies and bodies of Phoenix,
Yeah.
like they did Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. Well, the Dark Phoenix figure is like standard price on Amazon. Like, I just bought one to replace the one I'm cutting up. So they're like $27.99 on Amazon.
They are hella cheap, yeah.
Yeah.
I gave mine away to like a kid.
Should have gave it
Thanks
to
for that,
David.
Alexa. Thanks.
Last pickup is yet another McFarlane figure I didn't think I was going to buy, but Kenny already bought.
That's how it
And I
works.
saw it in person, and I needed to get it. So the AI like platinum version of Eradicator with the glitter in the plastic and all of that. So
That's right.
That
Solid
does look cool.
elbows.
it I like the dark gradient of where the plastic is, like the cape is plugged in to the lighter on the outside.
Yeah.
And what's weird to me, Kenny, and I don't know if you've realized, why isn't he painted on the leg? Like, the stripe of the costume in the regular one continues
That's
all
good.
the way.
Yeah, wow, that just killed it for me.
Yeah. You know
That
what?
was
Yeah, no,
I'm
you're
gonna
on the
return
verge
mine
of click to
tomorrow.
buy
Actually,
now.
no, that's a good question. Because
Also,
it was easier not to.
wouldn't it have also like masked the different color
It
plastic in the team
absolutely would have.
if
Yes.
they had painted the stripe and the?
There seems to be a theme of missing paint on legs.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
funny, really funny.
Man, that's
Very
that's
strange.
it's a conspiracy, folks.
Yeah,
And it's super
But-
obvious because the legs are always so freaking long, too.
yeah.
So-
So this will be going in the action figure gay bar because he's glittery. But
okay.
I can't call him gay eradicator because that sounds like he's eradicating gays.
Gay
Yeah,
eradicator? Gradicator?
Grad-
Eradicator?
Eradicator.
Bradicator, just Brad.
Bradicator.
there we go.
Yeah, give us a name. Give us a gay nickname for this eradicator.
Yeah, chat, help us out. How can we nickname this to be gay?
Brian Merchant
We
called
got
it, by the way.
Yeah.
Brian Merchant called it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's going. It's going to go.
It's perfect. Perfect. Center stage. Center stage.
Yeah, but that's it. That's the full pickup.
Oh,
Sitch.
nice. So I'll do mine real quick, I guess. So slow week, because the last 2 weeks were just insane. So Cosmos, local store. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I sold them, maybe, but we had POC photos on last week.
Cardback's here.
Oh, what?
Hey,
The prodigal son has returned.
A rat dictator. There we go. Perfect card back. Perfect. Card back, where were you last week? Okay. Where were you? We needed you here. You missed Kenny's sing off at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was definitely not bad.
It
Wow,
wasn't the worst
guys.
thing I ever heard. So yeah. Glitter
Glittergator.
Glittergator.
and Home Dude said sparkles. The sparkles. Card back. Sorry, I think
No,
Card
we
back
lost
died
him
on
again.
us. We lost him again. His husband just unplugged the internet. It was like, no, I don't want to hear about this anymore. You're always crying at the end of the night. Okay. Something about Kenny won't stop talking. So sorry, I was too busy building my Dan who hate fans. I'm sure Dan will appreciate that card back. I'll let him know. I will let him know. But speaking of hate, so I messaged Pac. I said, this is your fault. I went and I got Nightfall Batman again. To be honest, so remember I crashed out about Wonder Woman so bad that I got rid of my McFarlane like comic shelf. I
Yes.
regretted getting rid of this one, so I got it back. So let's take a trip back in time where I've got a fun story of when I first picked this figure up, because this is the one I sold to the comic shop actually. So this is mine that I got back. I got it for retail at a Walmart.
Do you write Justin on the bottom of the foot? Is that how you know?
Yeah, it says weeb shit right here.
Ah,
actually. So remember back in the day when McFarlane used to be on the toy aisle, right? DC Multiverse figures right there. So I was looking for this figure because I knew it was coming out. We went down a Walmart toy aisle, and Andrew can vouch for me. Our Walmarts never have anything. And I even told my wife, like, this is what I'm looking for. There was another collector, because he looked like a nerd, like sitting there looking at toys, right? So he was looking at the G.I. Joe stuff. Back in the day, guys, so G.I. Joe classified figures used to be on Walmart shelves also, actually. I'm sensing a theme here, right? And the G.I. Joe stuff was next to the DC stuff. So he was looking at the G.I. Joe stuff, and I walked around him, right? It's like, you're looking at the Joes, right? If I walked over and took a Joe from in front of you, that's out of line. I walked right past him, grabbed the Batman right off the shelf. It was the only one they had. And Christy was up at the top of the aisle, and she said the look on his face when he walked from the Joes behind me and saw me taking the Batman off the shelf, like he was pissed. So I got a good chuckle off of that, especially because I walked by him. I was like, awesome. Because I didn't know at the time.
Fuck you. How about that?
So
You'd have to be an idiot to pass this up.
Right? Oh, God. Hate to be the guy that didn't get this today. So I was excited about it. Then I traded it in or sold it at my local store to get something else when it was like at a higher price. And then I picked it back up for retail loose at the same store. So I'll take it.
Do you think it's the same one?
Oh, it's definitely the same one. Yeah.
Smells the
It's
same.
definitely the same one. Yeah. Because he had a few in box and he got rid of them. And I was like, crap, I was actually looking to pick that back up. And he has like a loose display of like a bunch of them are figures I brought him. Of like DC Multiverse.
Let's be real. He has a box labeled Justin's stuff, and he just keeps it back there. And
parentheses chump.
All right. Right.
It's full of
I was like,
Kubo and the Two Strings and that one Batman. So
Kenny, I will never get rid of any of my Kubo and the Two String stuff. Speaking, have you guys like heard of this movie? It's called Kubo and the Two Strings. It's just cinematic gold, right? It's it's a quick watch on Netflix, about an hour and a half.
I'm gonna chug my beer so I can go get another one.
Okay. Anyway, I got him back. He's gonna go with my other Batman stuff, and I'm never getting rid of him again.
Which one was that again? That's the Nightfall, or that's
it's the first release of the Nightfall, so it's like the non-damaged one. So
right.
It's a good figure, man. Like McFarlane, for all his faults, I mean, the poses you get him in, like dynamic poses on the shelf, won't look very good, but just standing there, he looks awesome. Okay, like this is my mind's eye.
Standing there, he looks awesome.
Solid vanilla pose figure.
Yeah. And
don't look too close,
and
don't try to move him. Just look and walk by.
Quick glance.
Don't look. Don't bend those knees. Don't bend those.
Now that is a cool Batman, though. So I do like that one.
Kenny didn't have any Star Wars today, but he's gone. Yeah, man, it looks good. Mafex needs to do like this exact suit. That'd be awesome with like the yellow, the bat symbol. Be cool. Am I frozen?
You were briefly, but you're back.
Second.
Are you there now?
Okay. Alexi's pointing. Have Mafex done this one, Alexi?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Well, that's the one with like the. Okay. Yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. I think something about that one, I just didn't like it. I don't know if it's the buck they used or what. Oh, David's back. David, we're still talking about Kubo.
Actually. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually meant to refill my drink and then I forgot. Let me actually go.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. Something about the Mafex one just looks off to me. I don't know if he just looks a little skinny, or
he is.
or maybe
yeah,
it's
he's kind of thin. They use the
Or
same
maybe
body
I'm just
for these Batman, and they use it for Nightwing too. So
Mhm.
they're guilty of reuse as well.
I need them to re-release that one on the Hush Buck. This that'd be perfect. Just give me the yellow on the Hush Buck and paint it that light gray with that perfect color blue. But so Kenny's gone down the Star Wars rabbit hole.
Mhm.
Andrew's our Star Wars guy. Alexi had a lot of Star Wars Mafex to show off. So with the anniversaries, remember when I said I was only going to do like Phantom Menace figures? But I was like, oh, but I've also got a Darth Vader with 2 stormtroopers flanking him, and I've got the Emperor. And I know, of course, I've got a good R2, and I know C-3PO and Phantom Menace wasn't like gold, but I have to have a C-3PO on the shelf too. And then it's like, oh, Luke and Leia from A New Hope, and I have got to pre-order Han and Chewie. So I went. They haven't announced a re-release of this guy, so they probably will now. But old man Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's like from 2017, but this face sculpt looks good though for such an old figure.
It does.
And they've got
Wait,
a
no,
couple
they
variants of this.
absolutely announced a reissue for that.
Are you sure for Black Series?
Yeah, I thought he has a soft goods skirt now.
I
Wait
missed
I
it.
don't know. We're gonna have to look.
I missed it. But he's got a cloth robe and everything, and I don't need him to do any like crazy ninja poses, right? So when he fought in the movie, it was right. That was it. You can clip that.
Spoilers.
Right. Well, Alexi already said that one dude died in Rogue One, so now we know exactly who dies in Rogue One. Alexi, thanks. The one person that dies at the end of that movie. The only
His
one.
vintage collection.
The only
You're
one.
safe.
Okay, good. I mean, they probably will re-release
For
this
now.
one, but I was happy to get this one for a good price because the other one's like when he's a ghost after he dies.
Mhm.
Spoilers, and then one where he was like in red. But I got that one, so a nice New Hope, and I think I'm like, I think I'm done with Star Wars now after Han and Chewie get here, right? I don't need to go deeper
Sure.
than that, right?
Sure.
I don't need to go deeper than that.
You're not done with that Jar Jar.
I've got Jar Jar. I've got Jar Jar.
Oh, okay. Good.
And baby Anakin. Oh wait, no, I lied because I don't think so. Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, did we lose him completely?
Yeah. Okay. So
Wow.
I'm not sure
Finally, am
where
I
he was
right,
going
chat?
with that,
Just
but
kidding.
Andrew,
Yes.
something about Star Wars, whatever Justin was going to ask.
Andrew,
you.
you're next of kin, so you're gonna have to carry on.
Yeah. So I know you said something about Andrew.
Show us the next slide. Show us the next slide, Andrew.
If I could, I have no idea.
It seems like Justin was here, he was talking, and then
That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, he's back.
There he is.
So sorry about that. My browser crashed all of a sudden. Just said, "Oh,
That's
snap!"
convenient.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So what were you saying?
Incognito
Thanks,
tabs.
Google. All right. Oh my God. Close
See
them.
what happens when we talk Star Wars? It all falls apart.
All right.
Yeah.
My president drop Andrew instead of me. So Andrew, very, very important Star Wars question, and he's gone.
Yeah.
That's what happened. But no, so I think I've talked myself out of the SDCC Star Wars exclusive, Andrew, because a friend of ours, Michael, Bring Toys to Work, said that Birdie put in his ear that those 2 figures are getting re-released in one of the next Star Wars waves. So I don't need the platform if I can save and not spend $110, which is what the price is going to be, and just buy the 2 figures for $25 a piece. So I'll be happy with that. I don't have a spot for the platform anyway, and there's so much stuff coming out. So I'm going to skip on that and just get the 2 figures.
But
So I
it
have
comes with new hands
I know,
and different
but we don't
lightsaber
know-
blades.
I know, but Andrew, I'm going to be honest with you. With my Star Wars figures, especially, there's going to be one pose. They're going on the shelf, and I'm probably never going to touch them again until like Padme falls over and knocks everybody else over, and then I have to fix it. So
I mean, she did fall that one time.
yeah, or the Darth Vader in the back might go, or dang, one of the droids. Those things don't like to stand up. I've got them on stands, and they still fall over sometimes. So. Unless I'm fixing them, that it's gonna go on the shelf and that's it. Okay, so after that Anakin and Obi-Wan, I think I'm done, and the Han and Chewie get here. I think I'm done with Star Wars.
You know, there's a Sebulba.
I don't care.
You can get that.
Oh, wait, no, I need a Yoda. I actually need a Yoda, but I want like Yoda from Phantom Menace. So with the chair.
That's the Yoda that's in the 2-pack with that clone trooper.
Yeah.
I think. I forgot which clone trooper.
Oh, that's from episode 3.
Has that ever? Did that ever actually release?
The 2-pack did, yeah.
But it sold out on Pulse, and I don't think it ever went back up like the pre-orders or anything.
It was pretty sought after.
Hopefully,
I was going to get the SHF one, and then they delayed that another year because of some factory nonsense with like Kenny.
They've got to re-release that Yoda with thanks Kenny. They've got to re-release that Yoda like on a retro card, like with the chair. I would think, because that's like a new sculpt for that Yoda. I think.
Yeah,
they made the big deal out of it, so they're going to want to reuse that. So, okay, guys, let's see, what order do we want to go in here? We're going to finally. I didn't do an itinerary for this one because you guys. So we're going to go into our top 3 of the year. So everybody got a top 3, right? Right.
Yep.
Still have 3.5 minutes before we're allowed to get into the topic.
Oh shit. So Andrew, we have to delay. Give me a quick Star Wars fact of the day.
Quick Star Wars fact.
Okay, hold on. I gotta play your video.
Okay, yeah, do it.
No one can kill a Jedi.
So you ready for this? So Star Wars Episode 3, in the opening scene, they actually had a kitchen sink fly into a spaceship.
Okay.
Dead serious. So, I mean, they said, you know what, why not we just add everything and the kitchen sink? And if you see it, you can actually catch it. Just zoom in past. Hits the ship, explodes.
It was Easter egg from the effects team because they had told them like to put as many ships and like battle like action that they could in the scene.
Yep.
Great fact.
For sure it wasn't George Lucas just having a meltdown that they couldn't get a scene right.
Probably.
Also that.
And Home Dude's rubbing it in. Yoda 2-packs. Phenomenal. I bet it is, Home Dude. I bet it is. Thanks. Okay. Oh, yeah. And John Morrissey was trying to just take the opportunity. He's gone, Alexi. Now's your chance to replace him with your cat. I'm back. Okay. All right. So let's get into our top 3. So we're going to go, round robin, everybody show their top 3. The number 3
starting with number 1. Oh, okay.
Okay. David, it's this is, so we're going 3 from the bottom, and number 1's your favorite, right? So that means anything under 3 is lower, right? So we got 3, 2, 1, right? Okay, 3, 2, 1. So favorite. Yeah, David, go ahead and do your honorable mentions. David will go first. Everybody, I'll see you in an hour. We're going to do David's honorable mentions first. But David, let me know before you go into your number 3 because I have to do the transition, okay?
Okay. So I think my honorable mention would have to be, I'm going to have to do by company because like David, Evan, and Smith each have like 1 from each company. So honorable mention, I'm going to say Jada Toys because the Street Fighter line is on fire. I didn't dig Tony the Tiger out, but I saw him in the thumbnail of this video. and Tony the Tiger is up there as a contender. But Jada is my honorable mention company for the top 3 grabs of 2025 so far. Great stuff from Jada.
All
Bam.
right.
Number 3. Should I do number 3?
Number 3. Okay, hold on.
3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Ah,
All right.
there we go.
That's great. That's great. So my number 3 company would have to be NECA. And when I'm talking about NECA, I'm talking about Pee Wee Herman.
Someone do the scream.
Come on, Kenny.
No, I can't do that.
That's the Chewbacca. That's the Chewbacca.
Yeah, they're I gotta figure it out. Yeah.
It's also Evan's favorite is Bert, and Smith's favorite is Ernie. So can't go wrong. NECA's killing it. NECA's killing with the unexpected toys that like are not. I just never have thought we would get Sesame Street action figures or Pee Wee Herman. Like, let's build on this.
Yeah.
Let's build on this.
They're both really good, man. I really came around to NECA this year because, you know, at the end of last year, we were giving NECA a hard time. We really were. And
Deservedly.
for good reasons. But, man, NECA has really just the few NECA figures I picked up this year, I really have loved, except the Elvis Stitch. That thing is a pile of garbage. And I should have listened to Pac Photos told me it was a pile of garbage before I bought it. What's up, Pac? Thanks for being here, my friend. And guys, if you for some reason missed out on last week's episode, go check it out. We had Pac on and talked some McFarlane. And I was actually here for the entire stream. You know, unlike
I wasn't. I was pretty gone by the end of it, but that's okay.
oh, yeah, and
Super
Kenny had the
entertaining.
car in hand at the end of that stream, and let me tell you, we have St. James with a $5 super chat saying,
Hey.
I'll give my 4th, 5th, and 6th in the chat here. See my top 3 on the T stream or Legends and Liquor. Okay, we don't quite make the cut for James's top 3. It's okay, James. You can save it for Dan's stream. I mean, he's a week behind, but you know, but thank you. I actually have a leak right here of I think no, you guys played this one. Whatever, I'm playing anyway. That was James's favorite, actually. His top 3 right there. Okay, so David, that was your top, and also Flipuma is here. What's up, Flipuma? Seen Flipuma around in chats, and he's dropping the hashtag justified. He's representing. Thank you, Flipuma. Thank you, my friend. Bam, man, I've got it somewhere. I've got so many things queued up, David. So many things.
Right,
there we go. There we
Nice.
go. I need to be able to hotkey these overlays and these videos and stuff. Come on, StreamYard. Come on. Let me hotkey crap.
Maybe 20.
All right. So
we'll see.
maybe. So we're going to go up the list. I'm going to move myself up so we can save me for last. And we'll do Alexi next. So should I play the transitional videos before everyone's? Yeah, I think I'm going to. I put all that work into them. So I'm going to play them every time. And you're going to be so tired of them by the time we're done. I don't give a shit. Because I had to make them.
3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
That's going to be money around Christmas time.
Right.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, Alexi, any honorable mentions and your number 3?
Yeah, I'll do an honorable mention. I want to honorably mention Mezco. They didn't make my top 3. The figures that I have in there were just a cut above the rest, in my opinion, or at least for me. But Mezco has really been knocking it out of the park with their Golden Age Batman line. They're really good at doing a lot of like 1/12 scale tailoring, and the suit on this Joker is phenomenal. The way it fits and is still able to move is really great. The accessories that they gave to him, the fact that it goes with this Golden Age Batman that they did, and there's really nowhere else to get these like Golden Age representations. So really happy to have these. So thanks, Mezco. You're my honorable mention, but you didn't make the top 3. So let's move on to my number 3. And my number 3 is going to be from the company that everyone named Dan Who loves, and that's Marvel Legends.
He made the thumbnail.
That's right. That's right. So Rom, the Space Knight from the long-awaited mini comic wave, is my number 3 for this year. Now, I didn't pick up a ton of Legends. I don't pick up every single Legends. I did pick up the Nemesis wave, though, so shut the fuck up. But I do have Rom the Space Knight and most of that comic wave, and I really enjoy him. A completely fresh sculpt, a really great delve into like fresh lore. He's got the cake. He's got everything you're looking for, like the comically large and nonsensical weapon. They even sculpted freshly the hands. This thing it's a lot of fun. Out of that mini comic wave, Rom the Space Knight is definitely my favorite, and I had to give him a shout out for this. So,
That's a big figure too for Legends. I've picked it up like in like the comic store, and it's got some heft to it too. All that cake, man.
yeah.
So nice. I might cave, David. That's David's favorite word to hear me say. I might cave and pick up Rom one day.
You don't
That
have
would
it?
be caving because you've actually held out for an extended period of
Okay.
time
There we go.
since it's
Nah,
became
that would
available.
be caking.
That would be caving. That would qualify as caving.
There's a cave. All right, there we go. It's Rom twerking live on stream. Where else can you see this, guys? Where else can you see this? All right, Alexi, perfect. And as we go around to like your number 2s, I'll have everybody recap like their previous things every time because we got different people coming in. And I know when I'm watching a stream, I have a hard time remembering. So we'll do recaps before we do our new one every time we come around. So I want to be, conscious to the viewer. Somebody's got to be. So, Andrew, your number 3 clone trooper this year. I got it.
3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
So how did you know it was going to be a clone trooper? Is beyond me.
I don't know. I had a feeling.
Can you guess which one though?
The blue one.
Commander
No,
Cody.
wait. The yellow one. Yellow.
Commander Cody.
No, green. No, you didn't get the green one.
I don't have a green one.
Pink.
Purple.
Is there a pink one? Red. Red. How many colors are there? Andrew?
Bad Batch. Someone from
Quite
the
a
Bad
few.
Batch.
Yeah.
Someone from the Bad Batch.
Brad.
Lion.
No.
Black. No.
Burnt sienna.
Oh,
Captain Rex. Phase 1. Captain Rex.
nice.
I
It's
purposely didn't say blue because I thought that would be higher on your list, Andrew.
I know, right? So I mean, I think it's like the first representation we had of Phase 1 Captain Rex. So I guess that's kind of why I picked it. I mean, the box was labeled Ahsoka. He had very short screen time in Ahsoka. But in the Clone Wars, there's plenty of screen time for the Phase 1 Captain Rex. So
Gotcha. So that is technically like an animated version, or is it? Or are we talking?
sort of. Yeah.
So I haven't watched anything much past like the actual movies. But Ahsoka's live action, right?
Right.
But Clone Wars is animated or CGI, right?
Yeah.
But
Well,
that can
there's the
work
movie,
in-
and then there's the animated. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But that can pretty much work with anything because he's in a dang suit. So
Right.
whatever. I don't know crap about Star Wars, Andrew. I've just got a Star Wars cube. Okay, I'm a phony. All right, I just
gotta
know
get with the program.
I know that George Lucas threw a kitchen sink into.
Yep.
That's
yeah,
true.
that's all
Yeah,
I know.
true.
That's all I know. That's
There
where
might
it's-
also be a potato, but we'll save that for later.
Okay.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
for another episode. Okay,
Yeah.
another episode, Andrew. Okay,
Yep.
so show us again.
Oh.
Captain Rex, the
Captain
blue one, the blue
The
one,
blue one.
and this is phase 2,
1.
phase 1. Okay, I knew that.
Phase 1.
I was testing you. I knew it.
You can tell the difference by the visor.
Of course, only an idiot couldn't,
course.
Andrew.
Of course.
Come on. I'm not. Come on. This isn't amateur hour here. Okay.
No,
Okay. This is
Never.
a professional stream. All right. And now, see, I think now I'm worried as I go to Kenny, and I've got to play this clip 2 more times, once for Kenny and
Please.
once for my own. And I'm kind of worried that I might get copyrighted on the Home Alone one because I left it on there a little long. But you know what, Kenny? We're just winging it at this point. We're committed.
That's right.
Screw it.
That's
Screw it. We're not here for the
And-
money. We're here for the fun.
If you do get copyrighted, they have a tool where you can cut it out.
Right.
I've learned this from experience. So
But isn't the Home Alone clip really a clip within a clip? You know,
It is.
Wow.
This is a montage, and this can. I
It's-
mean, I didn't just clip the movie. When I watch along, I added it, and maybe I'll get copyrighted from all the different clips. You know, it's
Let's
anything's
find out.
possible.
let's find out 2 more times. I might do it a third just for the hell of it.
3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Merry Christmas. Well, how about some honorable mentions first,
Yes.
right?
Okay, and then I'll play the clip again.
Yeah, and then please play the clip again. No, there's so many good things so far this year. It was really hard to narrow it down to 3. But yeah, I gotta give Pee-wee the honorable mention.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm just reading card back.
Wow.
Cardback is. Oh yeah, okay, well, we should dive into that in a moment.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would go Pee-wee for my honorable mention because David's right. Like, I didn't think we would get a good representation of Pee-wee Herman in figure form, and now we do. And now I want them to do more of it. Right? If they want to throw down on a Pee-wee's Playhouse Dio, yeah, I'd be in on that. So
Down for 2, right?
yeah, I'll be down. Mark me down for 2. I need Conky, Cherry, Flory, Miss Yvonne, Cowboy Kurt, everybody, So let's go. Let's do that. But for my number 3 figure, he's already made an appearance this evening, but I'm going with Blanca.
Woo!
Nice. So good.
It's a really nice figure. I know, like we talk pretty consistently about how good Jade has been doing with this Street Fighter line specifically. I mean, they've been doing good things otherwise, but like this Street Fighter line has been phenomenal from the start. And getting these now deluxe versions of the figures, it's even better, right? Like something that was already cool. Now you've got like these deluxe figures coming out, and I like what they did. I also like the soft like plastic hair that they did with Blanca here. I mean, just these small things that can really elevate your display, right? So,
And the boxes are huge, right?
yeah, they really are. Yeah.
Still waiting on mine from BBTS.
You're still waiting on your Blanca,
Yeah.
Justin?
Yeah. Don't
See,
have them
this
yet.
is why we don't order from BBTS. Where do we order? Where do the cool kids order from?
a little-
CMDstore.com.
Entertainment
Close,
Nerd. No,
CMD
sorry.
CMDstore.com.
Eventually, they'll sponsor this. I'm feeling it.
Try hard enough. Just got to shill harder. Shill harder.
I'm going to buy a T-shirt. CMDstore.com.
Subliminal advertising. There we
That's
go. All right. So Blanca. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm all in on the Street Fighter. I'm all in. Except for, I'm all in for one version of each character. I can't do all the player 2s, player 3s,
Yeah. That's
player 4s, and SDCC exclusives.
It's a lot of dedication.
God, a lot. Okay, so is it me? Speaking of dedication, it's my turn. Speaking of someone who's super dedicated to this channel and the stream and getting, and Brian Merchant said, whatever happened to fair use? Well, we're going to see Brian Merchant. We're going to see, because I'm playing it one more time.
3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
All right. So my number 3. Well, first, my honorable mention. I didn't grab him off the shelf, but if you look behind me, you see all my Captain Carrots back there where I'm pointing? Right there.
Yeah. How could you miss
The
it?
glow in the dark Captain Carrot. Come on. Honorable mention.
Doesn't
It's
count if you
one
don't
of
pull
them.
them off the shelf. Does not count if you don't pull them off the shelf.
Got to be in
Sorry.
hand.
Hold on.
Got to be in
Hold
hand.
on. Hold on.
Sorry.
My ass, David, as I walk away.
While he's grabbing that figure, we can look at St. James' number 6 pick, which is the NECA TMNT cartoon shredder, and that's from Holothon. And the number 5 pick is McFarlane's Supergirl. Well, it's a good thing you're not on the stream, James, because that's not a good pick. Kidding, of course.
Leave St. James alone, Alexi. He's a saint, for crying out loud. So, honorable mention, the honorablest of mentions. So, spoiler, top 10, got a top 10 video coming for the channel. So, this is spoilers for that, but spoilers are all around. This is definitely my top 10 because I just love this figure. It's a repaint, but glow in the dark. Come on, man. Anytime you can do like a toyetic something to a modern day action figure, and honestly, like, you can't really put action features and articulate action figures and have them work well. It's going to take away from something, but glow in the dark's like the best way to do it and do something fun. And I just love the glow in the dark Captain Carrot. I love the Captain Carrot mold. I'm okay with him finding ways to re-release it again, give it a cloth wired cape, and just give me a cloth wired cape, Captain Carrot, before your line dies, Todd. Please. Okay. And we can be friends again. We can negotiate giving you that entire trailer full of toys we stole. Okay. I mean, that Kenny stole. Kenny stole. Yeah.
Allegedly.
He had a boot to prove it. Let me tell you about it. So my number 3 is a Mythic Legion. I don't know if I haven't seen him in the chat. I don't know if Michael or Cloud are in the chat, but we'll know now because they'll speak up. This is Sir Elijah. And guys, have you picked up any Mythic Legions at all?
I have the
not.
Skeleton Legion builders, but funny you bring this one up because I'm actually thinking about buying this guy. So
can he do it?
Yeah.
This is soft goods. Like all the cloth is soft goods, and this is all wired down here.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Comes with
Dragon when?
Dagger. I didn't get the dragon. I didn't get it. I wouldn't have anywhere to put it. Comes with 2 swords, sheaths, a hammer, a shield, a helmeted head sculpt, and you can pop this amazing face sculpt out. It's a faceplate, and it comes with a skeleton faceplate that looks amazing. So I really do want to eventually pick up a second one just to have the skeleton face on display. This is an amazing figure. The shading, the paint, just the cloth wired goods. You can see I had to display him with like all the weapons. This is perfect, man. This is a perfect action figure. You can complain about Mythic Legion's articulation, but they are slowly getting better. But especially when it comes to an armored knight, how much is he actually going to be able to move? This moves as much, if not more, than a knight in armor would be able to. And I'm completely okay with it. This is an amazing action figure. I got this one, earlier in the year, pretty early in the year, I think, the Necronominus wave dropped. It's been sitting over here really on my Kubo shelf right next to my desk. I haven't been able to put it in a cube yet. I haven't been able to put it with my Mythic Legion stuff yet.
Weird way to squeeze in a Kubo reference, but all right.
Yeah. But it's so great, man. I don't know if it's ever going to make it in that shelf. I just love having it right next to my desk. It's great. And you may ask, like, Justin, you're just really glazing this figure like so hard. Why is it number 3 and not number 2 or 1? Well, the rest of my list is more kind of like, I don't know. See, this is an amazing figure in its own merit, and I love swords and sorcery, so it makes it based on that. Other stuff, most of the stuff I collect is like nostalgia driven, so that's why this isn't like a nostalgic character to me, but I still love the look. I love the figure. I love the idea of it, and this makes it hard to not start going like harder on Mythic Legions, but I have to limit myself because I collect too much shit. Too much, guys. So that's my number 3, Sir Elijah. Kenny, get it. I'm telling you, get it, man. You won't regret it. You absolutely won't regret it. Hopefully it's not sold out.
That's, I guess, the the other
check
thing to think about.
check Big Bad. Check Nerdzoic. Typically, there's some Mythic Legion stuff I've gotten from him that other places were sold out of.
Yeah.
So Big Nerdy might have
You're
it.
brave, Justin. Collecting those figures, it's so easy to fall into the trap of like, well, I should just get a couple more knights, or I should get like just a castle front for them to like stand in front of, or I should get some orcs, or
A
there's
dragon.
they have so many things. Yeah, a dragon. That's a dragon.
Man,
Like
this-
there's so many things that you can add with that figure, and it's like you said, they're great figures. They don't have the traffic cone plastic skirts, so they can like move their legs around and stuff. Like
that's
they're
the scary
brave.
thing, man. They're getting better too. That's the scary thing, is they're getting better. It's terrifying. If I went all in on Mythic Legions, I'd have to drop in line. Hey, I heard McFarlane's going to stop making DC figures soon. So, but
There you
then
go.
Mattel's coming in. So, I don't know.
AI
And-
Mattel.
AI
Oh,
Mattel, that's right.
there
T-Stream.
we
Check
go.
that T-Stream
Oh,
out.
well, hold on. We're probably going to end up going to war with the nation of Mattel. So don't even worry about it. We're not going to be able to sell their stuff here anyway in the States. Right?
That makes sense.
The nation of Mattel. St. James says, great pick, Justin. Spoiler, that's my top 3 so far this year. It's amazing, St. James. Just help me influence Kenny. Help me, peer pressure Kenny to buy it. Everyone should buy it. You should
Doesn't
own this
take
figure.
much, sadly.
Andrew, get this figure. It's great.
All right.
It's great. Okay. Let's see. It's that easy. It's that easy
Yeah.
to influence. That easy, Dad.
I mean,
All right. So I think we're to David for number 2, right, David?
Yeah.
All right. So David, of no more honorable mentions, right?
Right.
Okay, we got
right.
those out. Okay, so before we go into your number 2, remind us, what was your number 3?
My number 3 was the NECA brand, and all the
Brand in
various
general.
interesting things that they're releasing.
Nice. It was Bert, Ernie, and Pee Wee.
For
specifically.
Ernie and Pee Wee.
Okay, so here we go. Number 2.
With the addition of 2, count 'em, 2.
He got two. Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
Yep, we're gonna have to listen to that 5 times.
number 2 works for David Evan Smith right now.
Hell yeah. So my number 2 brand is gonna be fittingly be McFarlane. So where else are you gonna get Lion of Steel, the Super
yes.
Lion, as an action figure? Where are you gonna get Sparkly Eradicator? Where are you gonna get Bronze Batman? Where are you gonna get Rainbow Batman? Like,
That's
come on. Yellow and green are coming out. The pictures and package are out there. Yellow and green are being added to this. I mean, there's just a million things that he's done that I would never have expected him to do, that no other company's ever going to do. So, yeah, I mean, Captain Carrot, like, like, where else? Where else? Yeah. No, I mean, there's nothing else to say about it, really. Like, truly. Like, I have a whole wall of Batman 66. There's just a million things coming. I mean, he's still got the theatrical Batman Returns wave is coming. Kite Man is coming. Like, more Rainbow Batman. Like, it's an endless barrage of crazy.
No, it has an end.
Cults. True, Alexi. True.
Oh,
but that's my 2.
St. James. David's number 3 was NECA in general. Bert,
Just NECA.
specifically Bert, Ernie, and Pee Wee.
Mm-hmm.
Bert, Ernie, and Pee Wee. And St. James says his number 4, Dark Miss Marvel. Dark Miss Marvel. So yeah, see, David, like, I'm gonna bring us all up. So, like, this for his faults, and as excited as I am about getting an affordable 6-inch line from Mattel for DC, I'm super excited. I do shed a tear because no one's ever gonna go just as wacky as Todd. They're just not. I just
Would
don't see it happen.
would DCUC have ever done that, Riddler? I don't think so.
Nope.
And if
No.
they did, it wouldn't have been good. That's
Nope.
like that's a really good Ridley.
Dude, it is like they're both. This is better than the original release. This head sculpt's better, and I thought the original release, I thought that head sculpt was pretty good. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was spot on. If you go back and, I think people kind of forget how Jim Carrey looked in that movie, and they have the mind's eye Jim Carrey in their head, so they thought it was a bad head sculpt. If you go back and watch the movie, which hurts, it hurts to go back and watch the movie, but
Hurts so good.
it's so good. But yeah, it's we're not going to get this from Mattel. If we do, it'll be amazing, and we all win if we do. But great one, David. Let's see here. NECA in general. I mean, not NECA, McFarlane in general. It was NECA, then McFarlane. Okay, let's. John Morrissey. I just returned from my doctor. He gave me some ointment for a rad dick.
A rad dick.
There's another one. There's another one. Oh, Flapuma asks, are Todd's mods included, Dave?
It's
Absolutely,
the brand
right?
general that I'm voting for. That happened. I don't know if I recognize Todd's mods as part of that line. I mean, I guess it's the DC Multiverse line. If we're being specific.
It's the multiverse line. It's not the Todd's mods.
Not Todd's mods.
Okay.
Multiverse
So I
line.
think I know what his number one might. No. Oh, David. Now I'm wondering what your number one might be. Is it Batman 66? Is it Marvel Legends? I don't know. Did Hasbro, scorn you so bad with the boot debacle that they just missed out on your top three?
Stay tuned.
We'll see.
Okay.
Darth Sinister is here. What's up, Darth? I've been seeing Darth around a lot here lately. Thank you for showing up, my friend. All right. So who was next? It was because the order keeps getting messed up. Was it Andrew?
Kenny? Or
no.
It was Andrew, Alexi, then Kenny, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Andrew.
Yeah.
So number
With the addition of 2, count them, 2.
He got two! He got two! Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
I can't believe you didn't include like Jim Carrey's Riddler talking to Two-Face. I'm sure there was a million 2 quotes.
probably David. Probably.
Come on,
but I had a 4-year-old
about these things.
David, I was holding a 5-month-old, by the way, as of yesterday. He's 5 months old now. I was holding a 5-month-old in one arm. I had a 4-year-old climbing over my shoulder, asking me what I was doing, listening to funny videos while I was trying to screen record these and edit the video. So I just got what I could, okay? I got what I could.
Sounds like a bunch of fucking excuses.
Right, yeah. Andrew, number 2.
So y'all might be
surprised.
surprised.
Oh, wait. This one is yellow.
Orange.
Yellow.
Orange.
We'll go with orange.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it?
It's not Star Wars.
Oh, wait. What?
This is something I have not showed on stream yet.
Captain Carrot.
Curveball.
Oh!
What?
Oh, such a great figure.
It's so awesome. I mean,
how are your whiskers?
Huh?
Whiskers all intact?
Do you have all your whiskers?
All there.
Ah, nice.
Even better.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Tony the Tiger's pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna have to pick up Chester.
So good. Which Chester? Are you gonna go with the Flaming Hot Glow, or are you gonna go with OG?
I might just go OG.
OG. You can't go wrong with either, honestly.
Can't go wrong. So yeah, Tony the Tiger, he comes with multiple accessories. Got some pretty good articulation.
Dude, so
I like
good.
it.
Yeah, he's fun. He's fun.
It is. Nice simple
Does that-
review. I like it.
Does that make you like itch more from Jada as far as like food mascots?
Probably, yeah. Have to wait on the others.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's gonna be more.
We'll see. There was a long gap between Chester and Tony. There was a long gap. I think the next ones are supposed to be Barney and Fred.
Fred, yeah.
From Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Are you in for those?
Yeah, why not?
They have to be. They feel it's perfect marketing. We talked about this before. We've talked about this before. Perfect marketing because it's cereal, so it fits in the food line, but it's also Flintstones. So 2 birds, 1 stone. 2 birds, 1 Flintstone.
There we go.
There we go. Really, it's 2 Flintstone. Well, no, 1 Flintstone, 1 Rebel.
2
Anyway, okay,
Flintstones, I don't know.
we're going down a bad path. So, Andrew, your number 1, your number 2 was Blue Clone Trooper, Rex,
That was number
Captain
3.
Rex. That was number 3. That's what I meant to say.
Number
I'm
3.
sorry.
Yep.
Number 3, and number 2
then
was
number
Tony
2.
the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, a lot of blue in this, Andrew. A lot of blue, also orange.
I even got this
On
cereal
theme.
cup. Like, what?
On theme.
Might be my breakfast in the morning.
There you go. You'll be eating it before we're off stream today, Andrew. You'll be having breakfast before we're off stream today.
I mean, I could
tomorrow. All right, great pick, Andrew. I'm shocked. I remember you saying you picked that up, but I've forgotten you picked it up. Great pickup. Great pickup. All right, Alexi. So, what was your number 3? Go ahead and.
So, my number 3 was Marvel Legends, Rom the Cake Knight.
Nice.
Bam.
All right. And then, so we're going to go into your
With the
number 2.
addition of 2, count 'em, 2.
He got 2! He got 2! Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
So, the number 2 that's going to work for me is going to move into some weeb shit. Just for you, Justin, even though you don't even know this weeb shit property. But this is Aki from Chainsaw Man, and SH Figure Arts is the one that made the figure. And Chainsaw Man is a manga and anime. The manga originally is illustrated by Tatsuki Fujimoto. It's basically about a world where devils exist, but each devil represents like a specific thing. So you have like a gun devil, a knife devil, kind of like old Egyptian gods, and it's up to these dudes who work for this agency to keep those devils in check. So great anime, pretty mature, so not really for kids. Gory mature, not like weird mature. And the manga is the same, so happy to have him. Obviously, he's like a suited character, so there's not anything really like crazy about him, but what he does do is complete a team from Chainsaw Man. So happy to have him as a completion of a team. You know, it's always nice to complete a team on the shelf and represent, you know, your weeb shit.
Yeah. That weeb shit has to be represented, Alexi. Thank you for that. You did that just for me. Just for me. And let the record show, Alexi just weebed out harder than me. So let the record show. Just saying. Just saying.
You don't want to smell what's under here. Trust me. Weeby.
Oh gosh. Let's catch up with the chat a little bit. Oh, St. James said screw it. He's going to give his top 3. See, he just got to get in on the fun. Number 3, Jada Toys Blanca.
Blanca, nice. Nice.
And look, Cardback's just giving us his entire top 3. Number 1, Mafex number 223 Daredevil re-release. Number 2, SH Figure Arts best selection. What is that?
Weeb shit.
Yeah. Oh my God. Everyone's weeding out harder than me right now. And number 3, David's pile of amputated green legs from Gene glued together like a tiny Schumacher. Nice. And John Morrissey did say best custom ever card back. And I actually want to see it now. Can anyone think of an eyeball figure that David can glue all the green legs to? And also we have Graham Tuttle here, who will be the next Jada food mascots they'll show at SDCC. I'm hoping for a Captain Crunch. That's what I personally want to see.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that
I don't
bear
think
from like Golden Crisps or the snacks.
I got you, David.
There we go.
No worries, dude.
Yeah.
Here it is. That's what you need.
Hook me up, Alexi. Hook me up.
There we go.
I think you have 5 of these.
I have 1. Just 1.
Let's chop it up. And but I'm gonna say, yeah, Captain Crunch, the bear from Golden Crisps. They could do a 3-pack Snap, Crackle, and Pop, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I want Toucan Sam.
Oh, Toucan Sam would be good. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Tricks Rabbit, yeah.
The Tricks
Tricks
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
We
A
love
Lucky
the
Charms
cuckoo
Leprechaun.
for Cocoa Puffs
Lucky
bird.
Charms.
Yeah.
Lucky
There's
Charms.
there's
So
more
many.
cereal mascots than
God
anything.
damn, there's too many.
Yeah.
Slime's gonna be going on for a while. That's good.
Hey.
Did any of you guys buy the original 3, the Frankenberry and?
I had the Count Chocula for a little bit, but I ended up selling it.
Really?
From Jada?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they made those.
I saw Frankenberry at Ross. They had 2 of them, but I passed on it. I don't have a nostalgic connection to those cereals. I think Count Chocula I'd probably pick up because I think that looks the coolest. The Frankenberry it looked fine, but nothing about it grabbed me. And it was still going to be like $13. So I was like, For like $5, I probably would have went ahead and grabbed it, but 13, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
And-
it's worth it. I kept all 3 in box though.
Yeah.
Like I didn't to open them up.
The Boo Berry looks cool too, even though it's just like a floating ghost guy. It looks cool. Yeah. John Morrissey was utterly shocked, Andrew, that you chose a non-Star Wars figure. And let's see here. St. James says number 2, Mythic Legions, Sir Elijah. There we go, St. James.
Necronominous Sir Elijah.
Cardback says too many spikes on it. And Northern Nomads here. Sup suckers. And St. James. Tricks Rabbit. Northern Nomad. Alexi Sporting. Samurai Man Bun? Maybe.
Can we just revisit Cardback's custom of his Dan Hu figure and the accessories that would come with the figure?
Oh my god.
Since we're still in the chat real quick. I have it here. 3D printed Dan Hu figure. His accessories include 1, a bunch of tiny figures that belong to Rich M that he has to send back. 2, a bunch of printed out Wikipedia pages of Marvel characters he's never heard of, but needs to pretend he's read their comics. He'll also include a journal where he writes, "I hate my wife," over and over. And of course, the last accessory is a signed contract with Hasbro that he can hold with his extra hands. So basically signing his soul to Hasbro like the mini comics, and he'll hold that in his C grips.
Oh, there we go. Cardback, that's amazing. I will say there's a miss there. He should come with a sign that says "I hate Jada" for it to hold up.
That's true.
He
needs that. Yeah, to make it authentic.
Low hanging fruit. God, we love you, Dan. We love you. Cardback doesn't. Cardback. I think it's a love to hate thing. Cardback treats Dan the way John Compulsive Collector treats me. That's the way I look at it. There we go. Except John Compulsive Collector actually really does love me. Don't let him tell you any different. All right. So let's see who's next. We have Kenny. So give us a refresh.
All right.
What was your number?
Number 3 was Blanca from Jada Toys.
Perfect. And then we got to play the clip. Is anybody tired of the clip yet? It doesn't matter. I'm playing it again.
Count 'em 2.
He got 2! He got 2! Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
Number 2. It's going to be Cyborg Superman from McFarlane.
What?
He's not red, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
You didn't have him. You're lying.
What?
Well, you said you didn't have him. You were looking for him.
No. I'm looking for the red one.
Red. He's red right there. I see it. He's got a red cape and he's got red trunks.
He's red and black.
You're telling me Todd McFarlane puts out the same figure in a slightly different color and makes you chase it?
Yeah, it's this whole thing. It's
incredible.
It's what I would call bullshit, but what are you gonna do?
Right.
But as far as this figure, as we're on the way out for McFarlane's DC multiverse, he's actually given us something that is quite remarkable, right? You've got some really great detail on this figure, some excellent sculpt work. I mean, it is pinned, so it could be improved, but I mean, you do have the wired cape. It's just a beautiful looking figure. I will say that.
That's
So
really good. Makes me think Terminator.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely gives you like that T800 vibe, right? So, and frankly, I'm just glad that we're getting some like Reign of the Superman love this year across a few lines. So, yeah, it's a good figure, folks. It's a good figure.
Looks
So
nice.
just to clarify, your honorable mention was Pee-wee, when my number 3 was NECA. Your number 3 was Blanca, when my honorable mention was Jada Street Fighter.
Right.
And your number 2 is Cyborg Superman from McFarlane, when my number 2
is McFarlane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
I saw your notes and I just went off of those because I was like, I really don't want to like do all this work myself, you know. So
this is perfect. We share a brain and a heart. That's not a problem.
Exactly.
Perfect. All right. So let's see here. I think that's a good one, Kenny. And before I get into mine, that reminds me, Alexi, I meant to ask you, did you see the pictures from Mafex from some new Judgment Day, T2 Judgment Day figures?
Yeah, the T2 stuff. It's weird that we didn't talk about the T2 stuff on the T stream, but it's not Kenny's fault because I should have, as a Mafex stan and apologist, I should have been the one to bring those up. I did see them and they look sick. It's the T1000 with the huge like shotgun blasts in his torso. And then if you look closely at the image, you can also see that they teased he has the head split because in the top of the image, you see where the split starts in his head.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think we're going to get a completely damaged T1000, just like we got a completely damaged T800 Arnold. And then we'll probably get like a regular like police uniform T1000 down the road. Unfortunately for Mafex, they took too long to announce any new characters for their Terminator franchise or like their Terminator line, and I sold off those characters. Yeah. And by too long, I mean like it's been like 2 years. So
yeah,
and I
sold my
space
NECA
for other robots.
There you go. I sold my NECA T800 to get the Mafex one, the non-damaged one from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Terminator 2 Judgment Day is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie. I'm definitely in for the T1000. I don't know about John Connor because if I get John Connor, I'm going to be waiting for them to make Sarah Connor for like 5 years, and then I'll have to get it. So it'll just be. I'll get the T1000, and then later I might pick up the John Connor. I'll like wait.
Here's a little inside baseball. Those figures didn't sell very well, so it's surprising that they even announced the T1000 and the John Connor. So if you don't feel like you have to pre-order them, you can probably wait because the Terminator 1 figures started to go on sale. The only popular ones were, of course, like undamaged Arnold from T2, and that was it. Like damaged Arnold from T2 wasn't that popular. It went to sale, so you could probably hold off. But they do look really good.
So you're telling me I have to go back and get the damaged Arnold too, right? Okay. I will. If I can get it on sale, I definitely will.
At one point, I had all of them. I sold them as little lots. It was like one of the figures with the exoskeleton to like sweeten the deal, and they sold pretty good like that. So
okay. So we'll probably never get a Sarah Connor, but at least we'll get these. At least we'll get these. Let's see. What's the chat saying? The chat's going off a little bit. What's Cardbat saying? Should I even be bringing this up? The Marvel Legends Dan Who also comes with a small dog. Oh no. Just repainted Miss Lion from Firestar just because that's cheap. But Dan will say understandable them cutting costs. Okay.
Woo, that could have got dark, and I'm glad you didn't go.
Yeah, I was worried.
It was just a repaint of a dog figure.
Oh, and St. James says he sent a picture of his cereal guys in the Justified chat. I'll get that pulled up. 1 second. Northern Nomad went back and bought a small handful of Mattel DC UC figures, including Reign of the Supermen. And those do hold up. And
Cyborg Superman is still fire.
Yeah, it is.
Robo showed me the T2 stuff earlier today. Thanks for being late, Alexi. Oh,
Man.
God.
This
How
could have
dare you,
been
Alex.
ahead of the game.
So, okay, we'll get into my number 2. So my number 3 for, was Sir Elijah Necronominus Wave, as I almost dropped it. Amazing figure. Everyone should own this. Even if you don't like Mythic Legions, you should own this figure. I don't care. Go buy it right now. I don't care if it's the last $50 you have. Go buy it. You don't need to eat tomorrow. Go get it. You won't regret it. You're an action figure fan, you need that figure in your collection. So, my number 2.
With the addition of 2, count 'em, 2.
He got 2! He got 2! Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
So, newer company, the Blockies. Oh, almost dropped it.
Oh.
Charizard. Look at that. This is the perfect Charizard. So, no, you put it together, but it's not a model kit. They're like a Build-A-Figure, okay? These are just, it's so articulated. I have the SH Figure Arts Blastoise, and this fits in perfect next to it. I don't own the SHF Charizard, but pictures as the tail pops off. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is perfect, though. It gets into so many great poses. Just the jaw articulates, even the tongue inside articulates. They come with, they're at a good price point. It's like there's no like ugly pins like the Jazzwares Charizard. It's like got a matte finish to it. Just come on, man. Look at that. Don't let the fact that you have to pop them together out of box scare you. There's no stickers on the figure or anything like that. It's putting it together like a Build-A-Figure. Okay. A Build-A-Figure with some extra pieces. And these are perfect Pokemon figures. Look at that. The only thing it doesn't come with is a flight stand, but you can just get an import flight stand to like hold it up. But what it does come with is I'm missing one of it comes with a flamethrower effect. Here it is. Right here. For the flamethrower attack. And Alexi, I think you pointed this out, that most like Charizards have come with like a flamethrower attack effect before, but they've never come with
Fire Blast.
Fire Blast. That's perfect. Look at that. And these are painted like great. The effects go into this base, and it's all modular. It does come with a stand for the effect. And if you can get another stand to fit these holes, you can put it there. And also, like, these are all modular, like they're translucent. Look at that. All this for like under like is around like $20. Right around $20 for these. Great. Like Blockies.
Did you get yours off Ollie?
The real deal for Pokemon. Yep. I've gotten like all of them. So, but the Charizard is, man, it's perfect. It sits on the shelf right next to my SH Figure Arts Blastoise. And I'm telling you, if they do a Blastoise and it's as good or better than my SHF one, I will sell that SHF one in a heartbeat, because those things still sell for money. SH Figure Arts sell for money. If you have the SHF Charizard, you can probably sell it for like $100 to $120 and turn around and buy this one for $20. Just saying. Do it.
If
Do it. Make
Charizard
yourself some
comes
money.
if Charizard comes with Fire Blast, does that mean Blastoise would come with like Hydro Pump or something?
I think so. We don't know what the wave 2 of the big guys are going to be yet, but they've got to be right around the corner. They have to be, because wave 2 of the little guys is already out, and some people have them in hand. So it's got to be right around the corner. It's got to be. So let's see what is the chat saying. And I guess is Pokemon weeb shit? I don't think so. Right?
Yeah, Pokemon is weeb shit.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
100%.
Okay, so we've gone into weeb shit.
General rule of thumb: if David and I don't have it in our collection, then err on the side of caution, I suppose.
Okay.
Swords and Sorcery.
Yeah.
Justin, Swords and Sorcery is weeb shit. Pokemon is weeb shit. Justin.
I don't know.
I don't think Sword
that
and
means
Sorcery
St.
is
James
weeb shit.
Oh, it is. It is.
St. James, how do you feel about that? He's big into Mythic Legions. Rick, yes, Rick, it looks perfect. If you're a Pokemon fan, if you just want one Pokemon, just get the Charizard just as representation. That's perfect. Right there. And let's see here. John Morrissey saying, I bet that stand would hold the spider sperm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same peg for that. It would. It would. St. James, given his number one, Marvel Legends, Rom the Space Knight is his number one figure so far. That's surprising, but it looks great. I mean, not surprising that I think it's bad, but I'm surprised that it's like at the top because
it's bad.
Sir Elijah was it too? No, it's great. It's great. I just think, come on, man, Sir Elijah is better. But maybe St. James has some nostalgia for Rom, maybe the comics back in the day. So, but speaking of St. James, I want to check out the picture he sent real quick in the group chat. Let me screen share. Hold on, let me look at it and make sure it's not a dick pic first. Screen share it. There we go. Okay. Hold on, I gotta scroll past. Okay. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, those look great next to the NECA stuff too. It's great.
Nice.
Is that Big Bird back? Super 7, what do they call it? The reaction Big Bird? James? You got to see Cuppy back there.
Yeah.
Cuppy on a flight stand.
Cuppy.
And
Cuppy for the win.
Action pose.
Bert and Ernie. I like the cereal guys next to Belly Bomb.
It makes sense. It makes some odd sense.
Blind Box Super 7, he said. Okay. I thought my browser crashed for a second there. I don't know what's going on with my computer today. This might be the last episode of Collecting Justified before I get a new computer. It might just explode today. We know my phone can't host it. So, but no. Okay. So, guys, we are going to get into number one. So, of course, we've got to start with the number one in everybody's book. David, Evan, and Smith. Drag him over. Drag him over.
Drag me.
Drag him over.
Usually got to pay extra for that kind.
Drag him over. God.
So it seems like a lot of dragging.
On technical difficulty. 1 second. 1 second.
Do you have honorable mentions, David?
David, why don't you move?
I did them first.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, hey.
No. Okay. So, David. Oh, there.
Nope.
Justin fell.
Okay. Well,
All right. Love it. Love it.
there we go.
There it is.
I got you.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you.
Honorable mention is Justin collects.
Well, he is faithless, and he is willing to throw over an expensive figure of Charizard in order to buy a $20 one from some little startup company called Blockies. But I'm a loyal, faithful collector. So there really was no other answer for my number one. Oh, is Justin back?
He's back. He's back.
Yeah, I'm
Justin,
back.
Are you okay?
Besides my internet or my browser or my computer or StreamYard, I don't know. It keeps erroring out. The browser keeps erroring out. So I don't know if it's StreamYard or what, but it's pissing me off. Okay.
Well, you didn't get to play the number one clip.
No.
We've been doing the 3 clip and the 2 clip.
Where's true.
Okay.
Where's one?
So hold on. So refresh us on your number 3 and your number 2.
All right.
30 figures.
Honorable mention was Jada, using Blanca from Street Fighter as an example, but Tony Tiger,
didn't ask about that one.
Which Andrew tossed was also amazing. The number 3 was NECA, featuring Pee Wee Herman and Bert and Ernie. Number 2 was McFarlane, featuring the Rainbow Batman and glittery gay Eradicator Superman, Lion of Steel, Bronze Batman, just featuring all of the amazing off-the-wall things from McFarlane. And then now I'm ready for number one.
All right, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who's number one? I'm number one.
We're number one! We're number one!
You are my number one.
He was number one.
Awesome. Yeah. Glad that Jack Nicholson Joker was in there. You are number one. And I. So as I was saying, I am a loyalist through and through, so I won't abandon lines like Justin's willing to for the cheaper thing. But Marvel Legends is my bread and butter. It's what I'm surrounded by.
Yeah.
And it was hard for me to decide anything that I've gotten this year because I've bought a fair amount of Legends this year, but I've also bought multiples of them because of the Generation X Army Build costume, the
Missing
Xavier
boots.
in the jumpsuit, which I've built a bunch of ancillary X-Men characters on the jumpsuit. The Marvel Girl, which I've given boots to twice. And I bought a few of the Cyclops too, just because. The Acolyte, Fabian Cortez, I bought a few of him. So there's just like, they're good for multiple buys. And
Max Hulk, right?
no,
Maximum Hulk.
absolutely not. But also like the best of is yet to come, and like the new Gamerverse wave that was so amazing on Marvel versus Don't Say Capcom. That stuff, I cannot wait for that to land, and I may be getting something very early. So we'll see. We'll see. Something might be on the plane.
Oh,
So
from down under?
Maybe. But we're not,
crikey.
you and I aren't going to talk about my down under on the stream. We can stay. Yeah. But yeah, can't go wrong with Marvel Legends. There's a lot of leak lists floating around with a lot of new things, and they all look good. But they've had a good year so far. I did pick up the comic book wave. Rom the Cake Knight stands out. I do love the Green Banshee. They're delivering a lot of good things that we've needed, and some things we didn't know we needed. So definitely that Shuma Gorath, aka Gargantos. I'm hyped for that. My roommate pre-ordered that today when he saw it. So yeah.
Did you hop on the little GameStop deal you could get when you pre-ordered? They had it for like $5 less, and if you have your $5 coupon, and it qualifies for free shipping. So yeah, I got mine
for Gargantos.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know about that. You should have told me about it, Justin.
All right, sorry.
I did talk about it on the T stream.
He did.
Oh, see, I missed that one. Yeah.
Check your T. Come on, check your T stream.
So let's hope. So I canceled my Amazon pre-order and kept my GameStop one because I'm a little worried. These pre-order dates, I'm worried that they might just drop it super early at any point.
Let's be real. It's going to show up on CMD store, and then that's where we're going to get it from. But
yeah.
So I didn't want to keep two pre-orders open and get burned because we've kind of talked like that one has a potential of going on sale or being hard to find. We don't quite know because it's so different. So who knows? But I didn't want to get stuck with like having to keep my Amazon pre-order when I got it for $10. So is it going to burn me? Is GameStop going to eventually cancel my order? Who knows? Who knows? But that could happen through anybody you pre-order from at this point. So, speaking of getting burned, John Morrissey super chat for $6.16 again. Thank you, John. Alexi, this is your chance to steal the show. 2 of your 3 picks can be Marvel Legends if you choose properly. Not that I'm biased. Thank you, John Morrissey.
Choose wisely.
Yeah, thank you, John Morrissey. I thought we were friends.
Thank you so much for being my friends.
Or at least I thought. Okay. All right. So, oh no. Prime Merchant GameStop bumped it up to 75 now. Hope they honor that pre-order price. Damn.
Oh no, they'll just do what Best Buy did and cancel it. So like I talked about how Best Buy canceled the maximum Hulk orders because they were listed at $49.99 as opposed to $59.99. So I took that as a sign that I don't need a maximum Hulk in my life.
So only Justin ended up with that whack. Oh, and Alexi. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, never mind.
So Legion X says
But
they
now
will.
we're the smart ones.
Exactly.
Because we got it for $60 instead of $75.
I don't think
Unless-
you're the smart one if you got it at all.
But so Rick points out those November 3rd pre-orders won't last. Like this stuff, Australia's already getting the Psylocke. And did anybody else get an email from Target that their pre-order got bumped up?
Yeah.
For Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack. Yeah.
July
I was
20th.
nervous. I was nervous when I saw an email from Target. My pre-order date had changed. I was like, oh no, they just canceled my order.
Yeah.
But now it bumped it up and not back. So I think early July, right? Right, Kenny?
July
20th. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So mid to late July.
But wasn't that the original Jean Grey date that they then bumped her up?
That's a good point. And like if it's already landing in some areas, it'll certainly start to pop up. Like people will start posting, "Oh, look what I found at Target."
But
it was
got
street
register
dating.
lock,
The first week of July, probably.
Yeah.
but they get register locks.
Then they won't be able to buy it, but they saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone will be scanning one of those are those Iron Man MCU figures or Iron Spiders or Captain America's still laying around Target.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
scan
yeah.
that.
The Psylocke 2-pack into the back.
Look what I got for $24.99.
There we go. You could be a little more. You could scan it twice and be a little more. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, okay. So we're going back to the number ones. I believe it is Andrew. So give the audience a briefing on your number 3 and your number 2 first.
It's number 3.
Captain
Star Rex. Yep.
Star Wars.
And then number 2, the surprise. Tony the Tiger.
Not Star Wars. Not Star Wars.
Nope.
All right. So number one.
I'm number 1.
We're number 1. We're number 1.
Are my number 1? He was number 1.
So for my number 1, it's a reissue. Not sure exactly when the reissue came out, but I picked it up this year. So
Andrew, David's shown off David's have been brands so far, so the rules are out the window.
Rules gone. So anyway, my favorite holiday, Christmas, Santa.
Nice.
Okay.
You know, with his list, he came with milk and cookies and a plate and a present. I mean, who doesn't like that?
It's a great figure.
Ho, ho, ho.
Is this the naughty or nice Santa?
It is. This is the nice one.
Yeah.
Now
It was-
you need to get those G.I. Joe polar bears to go with this.
Good idea. Yeah.
Perfect.
When you said holiday, I thought you were going to whip out one of the Star Wars Christmas.
Really?
I think we all did. Yeah.
I mean, I've got them. Yeah, this would make like a really good Christmas display with the Star Wars ones.
Yeah.
Some people hate those Star Wars holiday figures. They
And now,
hate them.
now there's Halloween ones to go with it. So
New
Right.
ones too. Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna have like a stormtrooper with like Easter eggs painted on him.
I was saying, when is the Easter one's gonna come?
put them with your
I'd buy
Bebop
it.
and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The bunny suit ones. Yeah.
There we go. Nice, Andrew. Nice.
Thank you.
Like, number one, and number 2 were not Star Wars. John Morrissey's leak list was wrong, by the way. Actually,
He was only right by color, not by trooper.
Yeah.
So we'll give him that.
did he get it right by color? Still,
He did. He said there was going to be a blue one,
Ah.
but he said stormtrooper. So
lost in translation. That's when you're trying to translate those the Chinese leak lists. It gets tough sometimes, you know. Don't always believe like what Psyduck or whoever it was from
Spicy
China.
Psyduck.
Okay.
Spicy
Yeah,
side.
spicy Psyduck. Almost said psychotic Psyduck. So, Alexi, give us a quick recap of your number 3 and your number 2.
Yeah, so my number 3 was Rom the Space Knight from Marvel Legends. And
so good.
my number 2 was the weeb shit, and that's Aki from Chainsaw Man by SH Figure Arts. And
There you go.
then,
Compulsive collectors in the chat just in time for that. And
hell yeah,
we'll go into your number 1.
Oh, number 1. I'm number 1.
We're number 1. We're number 1.
Are my number 1. He was number 1.
And so since David's number 1 was a brand and Andrew's number 1 was a holiday, my number 1 is a lifestyle. And that lifestyle is fucking Mafex, bro.
Who could have seen
it? Who knew? Who fucking knew? I'm doing Mafex for my number 1, and I'm going to feature the DC universe, not multiverse, but Reign of Superman or Death and Return of Superman, Superboy. Excellent figure, such a straight out of the 90s comics like piece of media. So cool. And I'm showing him off with the jacket because I know McF just showed off their Superboy, but guess what wasn't there? Not the jacket. That's right. Don't mess with the S, you remember. So looking forward to that, but I'm sure their Chase will have a jacket, so you can look forward to that.
No, the Chase actually doesn't have a jacket. It's like a weird version. So Alexi, we talked about this and I agreed with you that it would be, but it's not. So
wow.
Just
so fuck you, McFarlane collectors. Come and get the Mafex figure, buddy, because we got the jacket. It's got the S on the back. We got the sunglass head sculpt. If you were born in the late 1900s like myself, then you definitely want this figure.
Speaking of McFarlane collectors, so last week we had one of the biggest McFarlane collectors and POC photos on the stream, and we have one of the other biggest McFarlane toy collectors here in the chat today, Toy Gains. What's up, Toy Gains? That Superboy is a masterpiece.
Well, from a McFarlane collector, that means a lot. Thank you, Toy Gains. And I wish you the best, but I wish these guys the worst.
There we go. There we go.
The other one that I wanted to spotlight from Mafex is this, also a Star Wars Celebration exclusive figure, which I showed off on the T stream. You know him, you love him. It's the Mandalorian, but this is a Mandalorian that has chrome armor. So all of the pieces that would be Beskar on him are a chrome like overlay. And this was an exclusive to Star Wars Celebration this year in Japan. This flamethrower, however, is not an exclusive. But that was one of the cool things, is a previous Mafex figure, Mandalorian 2.0, has those effects, and they port right into the exclusive. So I kept the effects. I'm selling the 2.0 Mando, but this piece is amazing. And Mafex, with the things that have happened this year with toy collecting, whether it's tariffs or companies folding or prices raising, we've talked a lot about deciding what you really want to collect and budgeting to collect those things, or whether it's a company or a franchise or a character. So for myself specifically, I've always budgeted for Mafex because I love what they do and I'm going to continue to support them. I still have a budget for Legends and Mezco and a few other things, but Mafex, I'm sorry, Mafex, don't cut my paycheck. They're always my number 1. So thank you.
Toy Gains says, guilty. Howdy, everyone. Well, Gains, we're all a little guilty. I'm right now holding up like this is the best McFarlane figure ever made. Any version of Captain Carrot Come on, Todd. Just give me a blue one. Give me a yellow one. Do what they're doing for David's freaking Batman figures. But yeah.
Don't hate on the rainbow Batman during
You want
Pride.
a rainbow collection of Captain Carrots?
He
I mean, I
means
guess it could
cover
work.
them in icing. That's what he means.
Okay.
Nah, I will take every version of Captain Carrot. Damn it. Give me my Captain Carrots.
That's
Okay.
fair.
All right. All right. So who are we at? Kenny?
Yes, sir.
Kenny. Let me bring you up to the big screen, the big stage.
All
There
right.
we go.
So recapping, number 3, we had Jada's Blanca. Okay, just a fierce Brazilian. All right, and I'm not being held hostage to represent Brazil in this situation. I promise.
Sure.
Number 2 was McFarlane's Cyborg Superman.
So good.
Yeah.
And getting into number 1.
Who's number 1? I'm number 1.
We're number 1. We're number 1.
Are my number 1. He was number 1.
And for my number 1, the best figure so far this year clearly has to go to Todd's Mods Superman. No, I'm joking. That's absolutely at the other end of the list. But Lexi's gone. I kind of needed to lean on him for this one because it's Mafex Superboy. Now I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I'm not going up to the DTOF to bust this thing out because I will knock a million other things over. But Mafex Superboy.
Do it live.
Yeah. I'll just take this upstairs and knock everything over. It makes for good content, right?
Just shake the DTOF.
Shake it. Clearly, that's the best decision. So Mafex Superboy. They just nailed that figure completely down to the T. The soft goods on that figure are so good. That leather jacket I thought was going to be a poor point on the figure, but it fits so well. It has a good amount of flexibility to it. Everything on that looks so good. Yeah, here it is right here. So as I said with the McFarlane Cyborg Superman, like I'm loving the
Alexi, you have to move your mouth to like mimic Kenny, what Kenny's saying.
Yeah. I'm loving the amount of range here, yes, and the poses that you can get this guy into, yeah. But I'm loving the amount of love that Reign of the Superman is getting from a few lines, right? So Superboy, no exception, and hands down has been the best figure I've picked up so far this year.
Perfect. And on brand, Kenny. I knew it was going to be a Superman, but oh wait, John Morrissey's leak list was wrong again. It wasn't a Superman.
That's right. It was a Superboy.
Check your sources, John Morrissey. Okay, check your freaking sources. Okay.
You said you have them. You said you have them in the DTOF. What do you have them with? Just the rest of the Mafex figures?
Yeah, so I have all the other Reign of the Superman figures in there with it, and then like a few other Superman things. Like I have a Superman bust in there, so that's kind of like the main Superman representation in the back. Yeah, and then those figures all on dynamic, stands, so they can be in good poses. And that's like that stuff's not in the main collection area, so like I can't even walk over and show you now. So it's upstairs, but yeah, it's where the good shit is. The stuff I'm allowed to display to the public.
There we go. Not the Todd's Mods, right?
Yeah, not the Todd's Mods. That is in my bathroom, actually.
Yes. So St. James, I'm sorry, I ditched the camera angle from Alexi a little too quick. He wasn't able to finish. But Brian Merchant said our priest viewership did go up tenfold during that segment. So, hey, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere, guys. Okay, so I guess it's back to my ugly mug. So let's quick recap. So my honorable mention was the glow-in-the-dark Captain Carrot, because this will be in my top 10 video. I don't give a crap. Amazing mold. I will buy it in every color, Todd. Every color. So my number 3 was Sir Elijah from Mythic Legions, the Necronominus Wave. Amazing action figure that everyone should own. wired cloth goods, moves as much as a knight needs to in armor, an extra helmeted head, 2 different face plates with this amazing lightness right there. Is my camera going to autofocus? There we go. Is that better or worse? I don't know. And it comes with the skeleton faceplate that you can put in there. So I want a second one. There we go. There you go. Autofocusing. Look at that. Look at that, man. Wow. So nice. All the weapons, great paint apps, amazing figure. So that's my number 3. And then number 2, the Blockies Charizard. Blockies is, are they? Oh, there we go. There's a clickbait video. Is Blockies going to put Jazzwares out of business? Yes. Yeah. Fuck them. Whoever does it better, that's who I back. You know? I don't give a shit.
No loyalty. Yeah.
I don't give a crap about these toy companies. Give me good shit, right? So, Charizard. So, does anybody want to guess what my number 1 might be?
Did anything from Kubo and the 2 strings come out this year?
Technically,
something from it.
No.
Damn.
So,
Damn. Just
I placed a bet on this, and now I think I lost money. So,
well, holy jacks, that dragon thing. No.
Oh, it's the. Oh, okay. That was going to be my guess, Rick. Rick and I had the same guess.
is it another Captain Carrot?
Blue Eyes White Dragon is what we thought.
You're close.
Yeah,
Dark
another one.
Magician. Oh man, from SH Figure Arts. So
another weeb thing.
It is another weeb thing, David. There we go. Who could have known? Who could have known? So, man, growing up, watching all kinds of different things from Power Rangers to Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, like all the different stuff. I never thought we would get like good Yu-Gi-Oh figures because, it's like a niche thing, it's a card game first and foremost. So, but SH Figure Arts, also Reveltech are giving us Yu-Gi-Oh figures. It's a good time to be a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. So, and this is a great action figure. Great. It comes with the base. It comes with like it's only like a piece of cardboard, but you can hold it up with the stand. It's like the symbol that usually pops up behind him. The attack piece, extra like couple face plates, like different like hair effects, extra hands. It's painted very well. This hits me right in the nostalgia, man. Right in the nostalgia. Plus, it's a good figure and it comes with a good amount of accessories. I hope they keep this line going. They're going to start getting into the duelists now. So Yugi's coming out soon. Got that on pre-order. And this Reveltech's going to keep doing stuff too, hopefully. Hell, just every company make them, just make them good. That's all I care about. So that is my number 1. If you're at all a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, played the card game at all, whatever, this is just a great action figure, man. Great, fun action figure. I'm not taking it off the stand, though. So it's going right back on the shelf. So, what's St. James saying? For the record, David, Swords and Sorcery is not weeb shit. Don't lump me in with this crap. Okay. That's John Morrissey. His guess was, let me guess, Kubo's 3rd string. No, John Morrissey, no. But I do have my Kubo shelf, my Kubo corner right here. Okay. All right. I disappointed Alexi so much. He just went off camera. Northern No Bad. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician. Yeah. So, guys, that's our list so far. So far, we're only halfway through the year. Okay. I did want to ask everybody, and we'll go through. David, do you see anything? You're not even good to ask you because you're going full companies. You're cheating. But is there anything on pre-order or rumored to come out this year that you think might bump any of your list off?
The Batman Returns wave and the motorized duck vehicle are going to land at my number 1 for the year.
Again,
unless there's
McFarlane.
anything else revealed that would trump that, but nothing that has been revealed so far is taking that top spot yet. I'm hyped for a bunch of things, but nothing's gonna. No.
Rick knew exactly where I was going. That's basically what he
Yeah.
was asking in the chat. Andrew, is there anything you're looking forward to this year that you think might bump any of your three down the list?
I think it's kind of obvious. The
Captain Rex
SDCC
Phase 2. No?
No, the exclusive.
Yeah, the Anakin and Obi-Wan, such a great set. Are you at all disappointed that in any of those promo pictures it was pointed out that they never gave Obi-Wan the high ground?
Yeah, we'll say it's a little disappointing, but I mean there was no mountain or no hill in the set. So
wow.
Yeah.
And are you going to buy a second Anakin when they single release him and customize him, just rip some limbs off, kind of take a lighter to him?
Blowtorch.
He's gonna send it to David to get the limbs ripped off.
Yeah.
Perfect. So Andrew, you think that's going to land at the top of your list no matter what?
I think so.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. St. James says Savage Land 3-pack. Yeah. Well, if you need a Sauron, if you're looking for Shauna, if that rogue's face really doesn't bother you, I'm trying not to let it bother me. I don't want the 3-pack anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. So I don't care. But something about that face, man. Something about it. Alexi, is there anything you're looking forward to? Any Mafex figures? I know it's going to be Mafex if it's going to bump anything off.
Yeah. Well, okay. So like the criteria is if it's gonna bump off something on our top three.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is a tough call. I think that Gargantos has a lot of potential to be the best legend of the year because it's so cutting edge or like, you know, it's like very advanced for what they're trying to do. So if they do it right, it could be the best thing that we've ever seen from Legends. If they do it wrong, it could be on the top 3 worst Legends of the year.
Alexi, come on. They've been on a run here lately. When has Marvel Legends ever got anything wrong? Right, David? Right? Like, they never missed anything super freaking obvious. Like boots, you know, they'd never miss something.
They're going to be sure to put boots on every single one of those legs.
They fucking better.
They're going to start giving boots to characters who have never worn boots. All right. They're just, it's just boots are coming out.
Says those Storm Arena Ryu and Ken look like top spot contenders. Yeah, those look great.
I'm definitely getting those. Brian Merchant in art, the Dark Knight Batman. I also have that on pre-order. That's a good call, Brian. That absolutely could take my top 3 of the year, and that will take the spot of Mafex. Vega is going to be dope as well from Jada. Yes, agreed. Can someone read this like Tac Tac's AI voice though? Don't read it like Tac Tac. Read it like his AI voice.
Andrew, can you do an AI voice? Just like male Siri, right? The new male Siri voice.
Sexy Ice 2019 Eliminator is coming in hot. It's a figure of the year.
I didn't ask you, Siri.
What AI has Kenny been interacting with? Because that was too sexy.
Oh shit. Well, it said sexy in the thing, so I just assumed that the AI would, you know, take that cue.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you that Tac Tac's videos with AI are not that sexy when they do.
All right. So, well.
I'd be a member instead of just a subscriber.
Yeah. We need real Mark back. Thank you for being here so late / early in the morning for you, Mark. Enjoy your breakfast, my friend, with your coffee. And Legion X says the Sentinels. He's army building. Oof, that's going to get expensive.
Yeah.
Prime Merchant. Did none of you guys collect G.I. Joe? So I sold off all my classifieds because I needed to make space. And I have some nostalgia for Joe, but very little. Very, very little.
Joe will make my
Kenny.
top 10. All right. Top 3 was really hard though. That's the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I considered like the new Dr. Mindbender, but I also want to like not put too much recency bias on the selections I'm making, right, for this top 3. So
Joe's too much, man. It's so much. That's why I had to just get out of it because it's just too much.
I'm getting the polar bear for sure.
Yeah. I kept the animals. I did keep all the animals. I kept those. So, and I did pre-order the firefighters, and I will get 2 of the police officer too.
Mm-hmm.
So those just fit with anything.
Oh,
Those
they
will
did
look
put
great.
those up for pre-order. They just didn't do a whole showcase for them.
No, they haven't put the police officer yet. The firefighters have been up for pre-order though.
Got it.
But those will look great on my my Super Musk that's going to go on the shelf. So those will look great. Just saying. So, let's see here. Kenny.
Yeah.
What Superman figure is going to bump?
Well, if I can ever get my hands on this red cyborg Superman, there's a possibility, but no, I don't know. It's going to be really hard because Legends still have a lot of stuff coming out, right? Like Alexi already talked about Gargantos. Rick in the chat mentioned the Sentinels. Nobody said anything about Dragon Man. Like there are still a lot of
I forgot I have that on pre-order.
A lot of big things coming from Legends, right?
And Todd could really just drop anything at any point. He just and then like the next day it's on the shelf.
Exactly right. Yeah. So I think it's any of those 3. Honestly, those 3 could end up being the top 3 for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's still a lot of good stuff coming out. Yeah.
Kenny, now Batman Returns, that's not as good a movie as Superman 4.
Superman 4 is the best Superman movie of all time. It is the best superhero movie of all time. Okay.
Wow.
Kenny's never seen Infinity War, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know where that was going. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that. Of all the things, Kenny, the hour of torture, the last minute readout, and that was what did it. That's what got him off the show.
That was flat out.
Kenny, I don't know what happened.
That was flat out hate speech. Oh, hey, Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pass the message of nuclear de-escalation, and
it's too late for that.
We do need that. We do need that message.
Nope. It's all
We're heading towards the world of Robert Kopp.
Let's see. I'm trying to think what's coming out later this year that I have on pre-order that could bump mine off. I honestly don't. I'm not sure. Like
Yugi, no? SHF Yugi?
Yeah, that might crack the list if that actually makes it out this year. I would hope it would, right? I would hope it would. So maybe that. Let's see. We're gonna get it possibly more Mythic Legions before the end of the year. Maybe. Who knows? Those are taking forever.
I think you're the only one that collects Mythic Legions, though, among us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd
would know. She's got all the. Todd's a perfect example of what happens when you start to delve into Mythic Legions. It consumes you, and you can't collect anything else. And she's a perfect example of that. So be warned, Elijah.
Yeah. Well, we will see. We will see. There's a lot coming out this year, and we're kind of just in a weird spot where we don't know exactly when stuff's coming out. Like David, hopefully we'll get some more Batman the Animated Series figures in hand end of the year. Yeah, hopefully.
Jonah Hex was right?
Nice. Yeah, but if you actually manage to get them on pre-order, so they'll probably pop up in stores and then it won't pop up on the app until like months later. Because that went up for pre-order the same day as the previous wave that we already have in hand. So, but I got an extra hard hack out of it. So when it finally shows up. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'd have to go through my pre-orders. I'm looking forward to the Jada figures, the Vega. I still don't have my Sagat and Blanca. So those I don't know, man. It's hard to beat nostalgia, right? It's hard to beat nostalgia. You know.
Shows the figure no one knows.
Yeah.
and this Charizard's hard.
I mean, it's not like this is from some shit video game. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, that's it. Let's see. Pop Photo says the Mezco Batman animated, but it's Mezco, so probably not until 2027. So I have a somewhat of a controversial take on that Mezco Batman. Alexi, I know you like it. I don't dislike it. I hate that Batman. I hate the way it looks. I hate it, man.
Wow.
It doesn't look like him. It's not his shoulders, man. The shoulders, the head looks too big. I know that's just a Mezco thing. That being said, I don't care if anybody else likes it. My views on it don't have to, align with anybody else's. I don't like it at all. I hate it.
Andrew, tell this guy hate leads to suffering.
It does.
I just can't.
And it starts with fear.
It does.
Man.
He's
So first
afraid to like something new.
I fear the price, and fear leads to suffering. Right? Is that what I said?
Fear leads to hate.
Hate leads to suffering.
Okay. So I fear the price. I hate the promo shots, and then it'll be suffering when it turns out
the FOMO when you don't.
Yeah, when it turns out great and I didn't get it. Right. That's the way it goes.
I was gonna say that's probably the only thing that could knock into my top 3 was like if Mezco somehow pulls it out and it's like an amazing animated series Batman.
Yeah.
But I'm not with you. I'm a little behind you. It might be a path I cannot follow, but I'm hesitant on whether it's going to be a good Batman.
St. James asked me to check the chat again. I think he sent another picture. Hopefully, so this is going to be the dick pic. Yeah. Hold on.
We're at the end of the stream, so I'm pretty sure we can go and say whatever we want.
Yeah. Save it for the. Oh God, an ad blocker popped up. What the? Oh, here we go. It's like, are you sure you want to show this?
David, do you have a place for Dragon Man? It's all picked out already? I know you ordered it.
I still have the old Dragon Man, so I know that the new one's bigger, so I'll have to make more space, but it'll replace the Fantastic Four Classics Dragon Man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, St. James said he's just dabbling in Mythic Legions. Yeah,
oh, God.
just dabbling, just a little bit there.
Wow.
Just a couple.
Wait a second.
Got some D&D
That's
mixed in
Dungeons
there.
and Dragons figure in the very back, isn't it? The eyeball thing.
Yeah, that's Hasbro, I think. The NECA Dungeons and Dragons stuff can fit good too. I've got that Paladin guy that Cole's Cave made me want with one of his photos. So damn it, Cole. Thanks a lot, Cole. You made me spend money. Thanks. All right, guys. So when at one of the times my StreamYard kicked me out, I lost. So let me bring up the housekeeping. And we're going to get into the channel member readout. So first of all, let me go, as I go, close the poll and see how many people liked the stream real quick. So yeah, there was a poll. Not
oh shit.
Not for what you think, Kenny. Not for what you think. Everyone type in the chat who you would like to read the channel membership readout, the justified channel membership readout. It can't be me. That's the thing. I read it first. It has to be Alexi, David, Kenny, or Andrew. And just know what you're getting yourself in for. And if you're here watching, type it in the chat. You better make your voice heard. Because if you don't, and you know who gets it, you have no one to blame for yourself. So the moral of the story is get out and vote, I guess. I don't know. This isn't a political stream. Fuck politics.
I also,
politicians.
while we wait,
so
and St. James, not Kenny. while we wait, I did have another pickup. I forgot.
That doesn't count, St. James. There's only one name in that, so that counts towards Kenny. Actually,
damn it.
Was that black costume Superman?
Oh yeah, the superpowers black suit Superman. Again,
Did it close the poll earlier?
Reign of the Superman, Return of Superman.
Did you see a poll? Did it not do the poll?
I did not see a poll. That's why I asked. Oh, there was a poll.
Yeah, I set one. It was just like, did you like the live stream? So
apparently YouTube rejected your poll because it does not like the live stream. So
oh man. Here we go. Okay, so since it rejected the poll, let's see here. Who there we go. Andrew, entertain the chat.
Again? Yeah, that is throwback. So thank you for coming to the stream at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time ish. You know, Eastern Standard Time is EST. We might as well go ahead and just say estimated.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
We should.
This is never at 8:45, but we like that number. We like that time. Because if we start any later, you know, it's just later in UK time. Yeah.
People are asleep.
Yep.
There we go.
We're just gonna miss
now
out.
there is a poll in the chat. Okay.
Look at that.
Who should read the channel member list? So go vote. Go vote. Okay. Go vote in the poll. You have no one to blame but yourselves.
That's right.
Exactly.
No votes so far.
I only saw 2 for Andrew and 1 for Kenny.
I have a not Kenny on my end.
Yeah, but that's the only name in the vote, so it counts as Kenny. Yeah.
Counts. Oh no, there's an actual poll now. It's not just
there's
the
an
chat.
actual poll now. Actual poll.
Oh.
Alexi is winning right now.
Yeah. 45%. Yeah.
We do a theme?
We have 30 people still in the chat. I want to see 30 votes in here. And
Legion X shows up at 9:15 now, to be honest.
Andrew,
for this.
you were saying?
Smart.
Hey, that is smart. Rick. That is smart. Okay.
Nice.
Giving it one more minute. Oh,
how about the little bonus
we have
choices?
David, nobody wants David.
Bonus.
Thanks, guys. That's very supportive during Pride Month. I appreciate you all.
David, who is your runner-up for Legends? Who's your second place?
My second place favorite figure for Legends?
Yeah. Like, who was great, but not that great?
I really enjoy the Marrow figure, but she's not like mind-blowing. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
I mean,
thought
there's a
about
lot as favorites. Like it was the Cyclops, the X-Factor Cyclops. It was the Safari jumpsuit, Xavier. It was the Acolyte Fabian Cortez. It was Generation X Husk. Like I listed a lot of my number ones. Yeah, Marrow's it's a good figure.
Look
and I
at the
bought
sculpting.
because I'm gonna put one in Don't Say Capcom shelf. You know.
Yeah.
One. Where's the other one going?
In the Operation Zero Tolerance era, like with X-Men Gold Team, met with Maggot and my Cecilia Reyes custom.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know she was in the comics. I only know her from the game.
Wow, Alexi.
Yeah.
Well, you are like a younger generation, so
I was honest on live internet, so don't crucify me, please.
All to be heckled.
Like these bones.
I
but I love her.
Alexi showing
bones
off on the stream, live on the stream, late night Justified.
I thought about Archangel, like the X-Force Archangel, as an honorable mention as well.
Me too.
It's a good figure, but I want like a more classic Archangel with those wings.
It would have just been the wings that we're mentioning. Not even
exactly right, because I think that's ultimately why I left it off. Because
Yeah. No, I thought about it too.
All right. So can you guys see the poll from your end?
yeah, it's
we have a
Alexi and
tie
I are
so far.
tied.
Yeah. Kenny at 33, Alexi at 33, Andrew at 27, and David at 7.
27%. So it's
Yeah. Come on.
Nice.
all right. Well,
We
if you
need-
close it now, then Alexi and I can just alternate.
Yeah.
Or you have to
Okay.
say all the names
That's
at the
fine.
exact same time.
Oh, okay.
God, no.
All right.
No, I like
We can
I like
race.
alternating more.
We'll race. And
I'll
see
start
who
it.
can-
I'll start at one end. You start at the other, and
No.
we'll meet in the middle.
Alexi reads it first, and then Kenny goes back and reads it again.
There it is. That's the most efficient way we can do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Hold
guys
on.
are double penetrating the chat readout.
That's right.
We're taking this chat to the Eiffel
You'll
Tower. You know
like
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
All right. You'll
Well,
take
that-
it. You'll like it.
I'm
You'll
going to
never ask for it
Oh, God.
again.
Everyone was like, Jesus Christ, no. Okay.
Yeah. The
so
chat. they absolutely rejected that idea. Yeah.
I'm ending the poll now. Alexi wins. Alexi, you know what you
Yay.
won?
A good
You won a
time
job.
tonight with the chat.
You won a
Oh,
job.
okay.
You
Wow.
won unpaid labor. That's what you won.
Excellent.
It's the best kind.
Everyone, thank you for being here live. If you're just now tuning in, go ahead and just rewind. Go ahead and watch this a few times. Share it out. This is a newer show, I guess. This is episode 44. Episode 50 coming out, August 2nd. We do this every Saturday. We got some special, topics, all this stuff. We banter. We have fun here. It's all about having fun. This is a hobby that we enjoy, try to enjoy, and we give each other crap. We give the chat crap. The chat gives it right back. And I turn the stream off and cry. And that one time I had a heart attack, and it gets real. It gets real. Okay. So Kenny, you're not reading tonight.
Okay. I was like, damn.
But
pretty sure I saw the
before we
results.
get into everything and people start piling out, I want everybody to just do a little bit of plugging, a little bit of soft plugging. Kenny, where can everybody find you besides on this show?
Well, you can find me on my own channel, Encounter Culture on YouTube, also on Instagram, X, Blue Sky, Facebook, Twitch. If it's out there, I'm there somewhere, everywhere.
MySpace?
Always watching. I tried to actually see if my personal MySpace profile still existed yesterday. I could not find any results. Apparently, anything pre 2016 is unlikely to still be there. So
it's for
you
the
added
best,
me on Friendster though.
I do still have Friendster. Yes. No, I don't. It's all there, folks. It's out there. Just look for it.
I'm personally glad that my MySpace is gone because woof, man. Woof. Alexi, where can everybody find you?
You can find me at Ya Boys Got Toys on Instagram and at every Thursday stream on the Encountered Cultured's channel. And other than that, and dumbass comments on YouTube. So hope to see you there.
David, where can everybody find you? Evan and Smith.
All of us are on Instagram at David_Evan_Smith. Also here every Saturday night, 8:45-ish Eastern Standard Time estimated. And, toy slutting it up in the toy aisles, buying whatever's available on the pegs, honestly, unfortunately. Yeah.
All the time.
Toy slutting it up.
Yeah. Andrew, where can everybody find you?
Well, here on some Saturdays, you can find me locked up in a basement as long as you get the key from Justin. You might be able to see me. It depends if he has the power turned on or not. Let's see. Oh, there's also an Instagram. There's not much on it.
There's a little bit.
There's a little bit.
It's
I don't
newer.
post there too often. I'm thinking about changing the name of it, so we'll see.
You should. You should.
Don't know what I want it to be.
You should.
And Andrew, There you go.
Yeah, and Andrew or basement collecting.
There we go.
But that might just sound like I collect basements.
Basement dweller.
Big fan of basements.
Basement dweller.
Basement
Collects
dwelling.
basement diodes. We need to get a basement diode for you. There we go.
I do. That'd be awesome.
Just a Fandrew. No.
Just
That doesn't have. That's not catchy. That's not catchy.
no.
Below grade collecting.
Maybe we need maybe one day we need to have the chat. Just throw in some names. We'll see.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Not
we can do
today.
that next week.
Yeah.
We'll do that next week.
Next week I'm
Everybody.
actually in the basement.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
perfect.
so we'll
we
decide
can
for you.
Write them
Yeah.
down and slip them under the basement door. So everybody next week, in Andrew's absence, we will be taking suggestions on if he should change his Instagram name or not.
Yeah.
And all suggestions are open, even yours, Cardback, even yours, Andrew. I'm sorry, but if it wins, it wins. The top four,
Gonna
the
get
top-
weird.
It's
the
gonna
top
get weird.
four at that we pick. So it'll just be the four of us.
Okay.
So we'll each pick one out of the chat, and that'll go in the poll,
Okay.
and then we'll see what wins. There we
We'll
go.
see how that goes. Because right now it's Wretched Hive collecting.
Yeah.
Star Wars reference, you know.
At the end
Never
of the
seen
day,
more
Andrew will be
Wretched
like,
Hive
dumb
of
and
scum and
villainy.
villainy.
end of the day, the one that wins, Andrew's gonna be like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm just gonna stick with Wretched Hive collecting because
Yeah.
I'm not.
you are all psychopaths. Yeah.
So, oh, Rick coming in. Alexi, know that you are seen. $5 super chat. Thank you, Rick. For that, you get. Oh, well, I like to think this is what Rick was thinking the whole time we were talking about our top threes.
What a piece of junk.
There we go. Especially mine. Okay, so with that, Alexi, my friend, let me bring it back up here. Boom. Take it away.
All right. So we're here at the end of the. What was this again? A stream to acknowledge the members of the channel, which it says there up on the top of your screen. And so first, we're going to start with the Justified MVP, and I'm just going to give a little flavor to each of these members because they're so close to our hearts that we know them personally a little bit. So first up is the man, Bat 12 Bat, if you're nasty. Thank you so much, Agent Z-Man, for being the first Justified MVP. And of course, you're the foundation, the rock that this channel membership has been built on. So thank you so much. And now we move on to, meanwhile, at the Legion of X. Thanks a lot, Rick. Great to see you here tonight in the chat. And thank you for seeing me and seeing us the whole time. So hope you had a good one. Compulsive Collector. We practiced those intros and you let me down. Check
As
out
he
the
always
T
does.
stream. Check out your own T stream if you want to know what I'm talking about over at Encountered Culture earlier this week. John Morrissey, how did you get that ability to see into the future? Because everything you said has come true. Is it manifest destiny? Don't ask me. David Evans Smith, you've been simply irresistible tonight. And I think the chat can agree and we can agree that it's always fun to see all 9 of your top 3. Bring toys to work. I don't know if you catch this on the replay often. I don't actually look at the comments. I'm afraid of what they're going to say. So I hope you're having a good night. And I'm always excited to see your opinions on the new movies that are coming out. So thanks for being Justified. You're an MVP in my heart and on this channel. Now we move on to what Kenny kind of callously refers to as the lesser members of the channel. And I personally take offense to that because I think I'm on this list. And so is my fiance. So we're going to start off with someone who's deservedly lesser. Dan Who Reviews. Thank you so much, Dan Who Reviews. It's always great to see a mate on the weekly. And I don't know why you made me a mod because I don't do any good on that channel. So Christopher Allen, thanks for coming. I always play with that little gift you gave me. CT Toys, Wolverine. Wow. What a figure. Displayed once. I saw you on the Strong Collectors the other day. And pretty fun stream. I gotta be honest though. The Marvel snap made me want to snap my own neck because there's a lot of characters and it was a long stream. But I'm always happy to see you branching out. Kurt K, happy summer, MF. I hope those students did explicitly average because that's the only thing I expect from our education system these days. Kurt K, hope you're doing well. Don't answer that email. It's summertime, baby. Cole's Cave, I have not been keeping up with your photography, and you chose David Evan and Smith's photo that they pulled out at the last minute in the competition that we had.
That was bullshit, by the way.
So you guys are still mad? Are you guys still mad about that?
I had that one, David.
See how I paused and they already had something to say? That's what you need to realize, Cole's Cave. You boys got toys? That sounds great. I got to be honest. Many people are saying that is a great guy, and he could probably read membership chats really well.
That's true.
Moving on to Super Turk 5000. I know for a fact that you're a great guy because I met you in person before the AI took over, and it was great. We had a blast in Vegas, WrestleMania. It's going to happen in 2026. If you're in the United States and you want to hang out in Vegas, come to WrestleMania, baby. Super Turk, love you, brother. Miley Moon Boots. I know we settled all of this, but in my mind and my heart, you'll always be Miley because Miley is reliable, and I like that about you. Thanks a lot, Miley. J Toy Collection UK. Love you, brother. Stop collecting. Chi-Chi Toys. Chi-Chi collects. Chi-Chi Toys and collects. There's a lot of words that are right there mixed together, but Chi-Chi collects. We saw you earlier in the stream for us, early in the day for you. I don't actually know what our time alignment for daily rotation is, so I'm going to assume that you checked in with us while you were having morning coffee or afternoon lunch, and you're like, I just gotta know what the Just Justin Collects crew is up to. And then you knew. So thanks for coming through, Chi-Chi Collects. You're awesome. Jared Byrne, I gotta say it every time. You are awesome with that cube underwater display. I don't mean you. I hope that's not an insult because I want it to be a compliment. So thank you so much, Jared. Jesse Hubbard, I know you don't live in a cupboard. I know you don't eat curds in the way, but I bet you have a sick collection, and thanks for being a justified member. Stone Capybara, I think I've seen you over at Rowdy Riles. If not, I know you're stoned, and guess what? I'm not. What would you even think I was going to say? Gabriel, thanks for being a justified member. You're awesome. Lone Dragon as well. Thank you so much for being a lone dragon. I know how greedy dragons are mythologically, so I appreciate you being a member over here. It started with a click, Shelly. I know that you're a real person in the UK, so you're probably not watching now, but if you're in the replay, hit us up in the chat. Bill Jones, Pill Phones, Pill Tones. One of those names is your actual identity. But either way, thank you for being a justified member. AG Marine, thank you for your service. Or is AG Silver Marine? Who knows? Put it in the chat if you're on the replay. Not the chat, the comments. Hardback, glad to see you're alive. Mostly still having a great time when you're in the chat. Thanks for being a member of the Justified. Darth Primus, love your photos on Instagram. Thank you so much for being a member of the Justified. The Wolf Pack toy review. Did we lose? You know what? Let's all take a moment to remember David, Evan, and Smith. I've never known a collector stronger and more consistent than David Evan Smith. I've never seen a collector a hard pressed on their expert endeavor of collecting. R.I.P. David Evan Smith.
And Cardback, apparently. I think we lost Cardback at some point tonight.
The Wolfpack. I don't know if that's the Wolfpack tour reviews, but the Wolfpack. Thanks for being justified. John Busing Jr. I just saw you earlier this week in the Dan Hugh chat. Hope you're doing well. And if you're seeing us on the replay, hit us up in the comments. Codeman617, you son of a bitch. You thought you could come in here and I wouldn't notice, didn't you? Well, I got news for you, Codeman. I'm watching you. Hit us up in the comments. B Wong, son of a bitch. Love you, brother. Or sister.
If you try
B Wong.
Being right, don't be Wong.
Wrathan? B Wrathan.
There
Wrathan.
we go.
I apologize if I didn't pronounce that correctly. In the comments, I would love to be corrected. And pronounce it Wrathan. Breathan.
Wrong.
Breathan? No, I don't want to get ethnic with it. Cyber, thanks for being a member of the Justified. Beep boop boop. You're great. Robert Falcone. Personally, I like Falcone, but however you prefer, you should put it in the comments. Thanks for being a Justified member. Hey, Matt. Thanks for being here. I saw you in the chat earlier. Was it here or did I see you on the chat? No, in Rowdy Rouse. I saw you on the chat, in the chat. Regardless,
Yeah.
Good to see you. If you're on the replay, get in the comments. Thanks for being part of the Justified.
All right, guys. Now let's go through the Justified MVPs one more time.
Yes.
So, shout out. We are about to end the stream at less than 3 hours. So, off the music there. So, David's phone did not die. So, we don't have to RIP David. He's right here. He's right here with us. So, everybody already shouted out everything. The links are in the description down below to Kenny's YouTube channel, everybody's Instagram. Go follow everybody. Go sub to Kenny. Make sure you are here. Make sure you are here next Saturday. Okay. We're going to have a fun topic. It's going to be episode 45 and 5 away from episode 50. That's, it's 5 more till episode 50. So episode 45, I don't know what we're talking about yet. Probably leading into SDCC. Who cares? Whatever. Might have a guest. I don't know. I've got to check some messages. But thank you for being here. If you're here on the replay, tune in live next time, and we would love you even more than we already do. But everybody have a great night. And